just the beginning. You get sunshine today, a high of 80, low tonight 62. Great day of weather for us. Tomorrow, you get sunshine, a high of 79 for Football Friday. On Saturday, sunshine 78. Sunday, sunshine and 78. Right now, it's 6:11 in the morning, and we are looking at 69 degrees. It is Joe Show time. Let's rock and let's roll on the Joe Show.
Say, look at JoJo.
Good morning to you, Danville and Boyle County. It's time for the Joe Show on 103.9 FM WHIR. Folks, it's Thursday. It's September the 7th, and today is National Salami Day. On the Joe Show, salami is cured sausage that's been fermented and air-dried. Countries like Italy, France, Hungary, Germany, and Spain each produce their own style of salami. The varieties differ in the coarseness and fineness of the chopped meat, as well as the size and style of the casing. Although the exact origin of salami is unknown, there is evidence that fermented sausage has been made in the Mediterranean region for more than 2,000 years. Both the Romans and Greeks cured their meat so that the final product could be stored at room temperature for up to 10 years without going bad. Today, National Salami Day. It's also National Beer Lovers Day. How much do we love beer? Well, so much that there are a number of holidays devoted to it. In fact, you might recall that we just celebrated National IPA Day on August 2nd and International Beer Day on August the 3rd. There's also Beer Can Appreciation Day, National Drink Beer Day, American Beer Day, American Stout Day, and International Lager Day. Today is National Beer Lovers Day, amongst the many other beer holidays we have. It's also National Salami Day. On this Thursday, September the 7th edition of the Joe Show, 238-9447 is the phone number to call in this morning. We'd love to have you on the show, 238-WHIR, to get your birthdays and your anniversaries right here on the radio. Let's celebrate the national anthem. We always do, and celebrate America with the playing of our national anthem. Brought to you by Bob Allen Motor Mall and the Hometown Radio Network. We team up every morning to honor America with the national anthem to start off the show, and here it is.
The Bob Allen Motor Mall and Hometown Radio Network proudly honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
There you go, Bob Allen Motor Mall, Hometown Radio Network. We team up to honor America every morning with the playing of our national anthem. 238-9447 is the phone number to call in this morning, 238-WHIR. We love birthdays. We love anniversaries. Get your birthdays and anniversaries on here this morning by calling 238-9447. Let's cue up the birthday music and do our birthday part of thing. And here we go. Happy birthday to these people on this Thursday, September the 7th. Kenny Gooden has a birthday today. Happy birthday to Kenny Gooden, or Kenny G, celebrating a birthday. Becca Blackford has a birthday today. So does Asa Cummings, Tyler Mounts, and Madeline Grubbs. on our birthday list today. So we have 5 names down: Kenny Gooden, Becca Blackford, Asa Cummings, Tyler Mounts, Madeline Grubbs. The phone number to call in, 238-WHIR, to get those birthdays on here with these 5 people, 238-9447. And yes, we would love to have you on the Joe Show. It's a Thursday, September the 7th, typical Thursday morning show we have lined up for you, and it starts off this morning at 7:10 with Boyle County head football coach Justin Haddix. The Rebels take on the Cardinals tomorrow night. That's the Cardinals of Scott County. And 2 top 10 teams doing battle at Rebel Stadium, and should be a great one tomorrow night. Boyle County and Scott County will have the game on Z105, and we'll have Boyle County head coach Justin Haddix on here at 7:10 this morning. 7:20 Danville football head coach Frank Parks Jr. Admirals looking for their first win this season, and we'll have him on at 7:20. They're taking on the Mercer County Titans, so a little hometown radio network action there Friday night. We are a Mercer County Titan affiliate as well on our sister station up in Harrisburg, WHBN. So should be a fun game there on Friday, and we'll talk with Coach Parks about that one. 7:40, Jay Hemmensberger calls in. The County Agent's Corner is brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. And we'll have Jay on here talking about the County Agent Corner, what our tip is for the day at 7:40. 7:50, Mimi Becker always gives us a call in Thursday to talk about the Danville Boyle County Arts Commission. We'll see what's on Mimi's mind at 7:50 this morning. In the 8 o'clock hour this morning, at 8:10, we have 8:20, we have Randy Graham, Randyisms, the thoughts of Randy Graham, and Randy Graham's thoughts. We have that at 8:20 this morning. 8:40, James the Gardener joins the show. We'll get a gardening tip from James, see what's going on in the garden. And in the 9 o'clock hour this morning, 9:10, we have Stephanie Blevins, who will be on the show from the Heart of Kentucky United Way on Monday or Tuesday of next week. I think it's Tuesday. I think it's the 12th. Pretty sure it is. They've got the Heart of Kentucky United Way Day of Caring coming up, which is such a great event where local people, local businesses sometimes will let many of their workers miss work that day to go out and just do a community service project for someone or something that needs it. So we'll have Stephanie on at 9:10 this morning. And then Billy Rankin from Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill is on here at 9:35 this morning talking Shaker Village. That's the rundown of today's show. We'd love to have you on. Phone number to call in this morning is 238-9447. That's 238-WHIR. We start you off this morning taking a look at early morning sports. And here it is. A big game doesn't go the Reds' way. Saints rookie quarterback suspended, and a 49er star becomes the highest paid at his position. Those are the headlines on this Thursday morning. I'm Joe Mathis, guiding you through these Thursday morning sports, starting off with your Cincinnati Reds, where J.P. Crawford hit a 3-run home run and Cal Raleigh added a solo shot during Seattle's 5-run 4th inning as the Mariners ended a 3-game losing streak with an 8-4 win over the Reds last night. Raleigh had 3 hits, and Mike Ford added a 2-run homer in the 2nd inning in support of Logan Gilbert, who struck out 9 5 1/3 to improve to 4-0 in his last 5 starts. He gave up 3 runs on 7 hits and 2 walks. He lasted at least 6 innings and not allowed more than 2 runs in the first 3 of those wins. Meanwhile, Cincinnati's Will Benson had 3 hits, including a home run in the 9th inning off Andres Munoz. The Mariners went into the game 2nd in the AL West, 1 game behind Houston. The Reds, meanwhile, 3rd in the NL Central, and now just a half a game out of the final NL wildcard berth. In the NFL, New Orleans Saints rookie quarterback Jake Haener has been suspended for the first 6 games of this season for violating the league's policy on performance-enhancing substances. The league announced the suspension Wednesday. It did not say what substance Haener was suspended for. Quote, "I recently learned that I tested positive for a substance banned by the NFL earlier this summer," Haener said. "I still don't know how the substance got into my body, as none of my supplements or prescribed medications contain the banned ingredient. I would never knowingly cheat the game that I love. However, I must take full responsibility for the failed test. I apologize to the Saints organization, my friends, and my family for any distraction this suspension may cause." Staying in the NFL, contract negotiations took longer than anticipated, but Nick Bosa and the San Francisco 49ers have a deal. The 49ers and Bosa agreed to a 5-year, $170 million extension with $122.5 million guaranteed, making the pass rusher the highest paid defensive player in NFL history. ESPN, the first to report the news. The 49ers star defensive end who passes Los Angeles Rams defensive tackle Aaron Donald as the top-paid defender, had been holding out while waiting for an extension to get done. Bosa was entering the final year of his rookie deal and due to make $17.9 million. And in Major League Baseball, LA Dodgers ace Julio Urias was placed on administrative leave by Major League Baseball Wednesday while it investigates his arrest on felony domestic violence charges on Sunday night, likely ending his regular season. Urias, who did not accompany the Dodgers on their road trip, could be on the MLB's administrative leave for 2 weeks before the Players Association grants approval for an extension. The restricted list is originally for 7 days, and MLB can ask the union for an additional 7 days, which, quote, consent shall not be unreasonably withheld. If MLB's investigation is not completed, he could be placed on the restricted list subject to the union's approval. Those are the headlines on this Thursday morning. I'm Joe Mathis for the Hometown Radio Network.
Did you know that WHIR AM 1230 is the talk of the town? We're not spreading gossip. We're just letting you know where the best talk radio is found all day, every day. Mornings begin with Danville's own Joe Mathis and The Joe Show.
Hey, this is Joe Mathis.
Wake up to what you missed. News, weather, sports, and local guests. Followed by Kentucky Sports Radio with Matt Jones.
Welcome, everyone. Kentucky Sports Radio. I'm Matt Jones.
Then, the man who has an opinion about everything, Tomas Mauricio.
I'm Tomas Mauricio. I invite you to tune in.
Starting at noon with Advocates for America. Then at 3, it's the best-known name in news, Sean Hannity.
Join me, Sean Hannity, on WHIR.
Then, Joe Pag starts off weekday evenings at 6 with his take on the day's news, mixed with his fun parody songs about the news.
Hey, it's Joe Pag on WHIR.
Afterwards, at 10, it's the unique world of John B. Wells on WHIR with his Caravan to Midnight show.
This is John B. Wells, WHIR AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
These guys have a lot to say, and they'll be glad to have you join them every weekday on your home for news, talk, sports. AM 1230, WHIR, the talk of the town.
Advertisement sponsored by Allied Injury Group, not available in all states. This important message from Allied Injury Group reminds you that if you or someone you love was injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, you deserve financial compensation for your medical expenses, lost wages, pain, and suffering. Don't rely on insurance companies to look out for you. If you haven't spoken to an attorney, call our legal experts now. Work accident, truck accident, collision with an uninsured driver, or a slip and fall. Allied Injury Group has helped clients win hundreds of millions of dollars in damages. They're available 24/7 to take your call and fight for you. Remember, if you or someone you love suffered injuries in an accident that wasn't your fault, like being struck by a drunk driver, a collision with an 18-wheeler, were a victim of workplace negligence or more, get the financial compensation you deserve. Call Allied Injury Group for a free consultation now.
Call 800-781-1815. That's 800-781-1815. Again, 800-781-1815.
Come on out this Saturday in Danville as we celebrate the grand unveiling of the Purple Peacock. It's Central Kentucky's newest, coolest, and most fashionable attire lease. With first-class treatment and an upscale experience, the Purple Peacock is your new desirable place for weddings, proms, homecomings, fun, food, fashion, and some free giveaways. This Saturday, the Purple Peacock in Danville on Main Street. Follow us on Facebook and join us for a celebration this Saturday in Danville from 10 to 4. The Purple Peacock, where dreams take flight.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at Danville Auto Body Shop. For top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair, head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Dillahay Street. Call for an appointment, 236-2299. That's 236-2299. You get sunshine, a high today of 80, a low tonight 62. Sunshine tomorrow, 80. Sunshine Saturday, 78. Sunshine Sunday, 78. It's 6:25 in the morning, 70 degrees here in Danville, Thursday, September the 7th, as we celebrate celebrities having birthdays on this September 7th. And here we go, a birthday list that looks like this. On this date 57 years ago, comedian and actress Leslie Jones was born. She has been in the movies Ghostbusters, also known for acting on the TV show Saturday Night Live. Here's a clip of Jones on SNL. She's 57 years old today.
So what'd you think of the split level?
That one was nice. It was move-in ready, and I liked the granite countertops.
And there was room for my man cave.
But it didn't have any windows, just drawings of windows.
It was 5 cents over budget.
Should we cross that one off the list?
Yeah, Leslie Jones, 57 years old today. Happy birthday to her. Other birthdays today include late inventor Luther Childs Crowell. He created the machine that makes square-bottomed grocery bags. So, I guess those are the paper bags that have square bottoms. I mean, I guess everything had to be invented. That's like the last thing in my mind. I would think, wow, what an invention. A square-bottom grocery bag. But Luther Childs Crowell knew it needed to be done. He was born on this date, 1840. Happy birthday to him. The late Buddy Holly would have had a birthday today as well. He would have been 87. His birth name was Charles Hardin Holly. He went by the name of Buddy. Evan Rachel Wood, 36, from 13 and Westworld. And then Julie Kavner, 73, from The Tracy Ullman Show and The Simpsons. So celebrity birthdays, not as many of them today as we've had in the past, but important nonetheless in Hollywood. The celebrity birthdays today on The Joe Show here on WHIR.
On this day in country music.
All right, what do we have? It was on this day, country music history. Looking back at the year 1949, Hank Williams and his Drifting Cowboys at number 1 on the U.S. singles charts with their song Lovesick Blues, or with Hank's song Lovesick Blues. It was on this day, country music history, 1961. The Possum, George Jones, scored his second number 1 single with a song called Tender Years, and it was on this date, 1977. Crystal Gayle was at number 1 on the U.S. country charts with her song Don't It Make My Brown Eyes Blue. And that's what's gone on this day, Thursday, September the 7th, in country music history. Yes, sirree. Starting off on this day, country music history in the year 1949, were Hank Williams and his Drifting Cowboys at number 1 on the U.S. singles charts with this song.
Well, here we are right back again with you. We got a little song here now that I'd like.
All right, let's get to the song part. Here we go. Skip over the talking. We're talking about music here, not talking.
I got a feeling called the blues.
Oh, Lovesick Blues on this day, 1949, at number 1. The song first appeared, actually, in the 1922 musical called Oh, Ernest, and was recorded by Emmett Miller in 1928, later by country music singer Rex Griffin, but it was Hank Williams. Nobody did it better than Hank Williams on this day, 1949. It was at number 1.
She'll do me, she'll do you, she's got that kind of loving. Lord, I live to hear her when she calls me sweet Daddy, such a beautiful dream.
It was on this day, country music history, 1961. This song was at number 1 on the country charts for George Jones.
You keep saying you love him, I believe.
A song called Tender Years. The song spent 7 weeks at number 1, though they weren't consecutive weeks. It got bumped off the charts every now and then. 7 non-consecutive weeks at number 1. 32 weeks total on the country charts. On this date, 1961, The Possum, George Jones, his second number 1 single.
And you know you were living in your tender years. In your eyes, there's a love light that's shining for him.
And it was on this date, 1977. Crystal Gayle was at number 1 on the country charts with her signature song, Don't It Make My Brown Eyes Blue.
Don't know when I've been so blue.
Song first appeared on Gayle's 1977 album, We Believe in Music. The song became Gayle's first and biggest crossover pop hit as well. Reached number 2 on Billboard's Hot 100 for 3 weeks. Won the singer a Grammy Award for Best Female Country Vocal Performance. And in 1999, the song recognized by ASCAP as one of the 10 most performed songs of the 20th century. Crystal Gayle on this date, 1977.
I'll just cry all night long.
And that's what's gone on this date, September 7th, in country music history. At 6:30 in the morning, here's our news.
This is the Kentucky News Network. He's heard calls to step down, but Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell thinks otherwise.
McConnell says he has no plans to retire amid recent concerns over his health. The Kentucky Republican told reporters he's not going anywhere.
What do you say to those who are... I'm going to finish my term as leader, and I'm going to finish my Senate term.
This comes after 2 recent medical incidents where McConnell froze up while taking questions from the press. The Capitol attending physician cleared McConnell to continue his schedule and said, quote, occasional lightheadedness is not unusual following a concussion. McConnell suffered a concussion in March. I'm John Shannon.
Legalized sports betting begins at 10 a.m. this morning. Haley Hansen reports.
Brick-and-mortar locations, such as Churchill Downs, Derby City Gaming, and Turfway Park, are the first to offer sports wagering. Bettors can gamble on most professional and college sports, including the NFL, Major League Baseball, and Louisville and Kentucky football and basketball. You must be at least 18 years old to gamble.
Governor WHIR is placing the first bet this morning at Churchill Downs. And while the start of legalized sports wagering in the Commonwealth promises millions in tax dollars for the state, it also enhances the problems for those with gambling addictions.
The evidence from other states is yes. We will see an increase in problem and addicted gambling surfacing among individuals in Kentucky.
Mike Stone is the executive director of the Kentucky Council on Problem Gambling. He stresses there are 2 avenues for those with gambling problems. Calling 1-800-GAMBLER will connect people with a trained counselor, and a website is available, kygamblinghelp.org. I'm Sean McCormick.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer at 236-6686.
At Old Charlie's, that's where you find me. That southern flavor going saying, hey y'all. Ooh, the gooey caramel pie.
Free Pie Wednesdays are back at Old Charlie's. Old Charlie's. Oh, that's good.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. A big-time expansion of internet will affect multiple area counties. We told you about this yesterday, where it was announced that a record $386 million would be invested to expand access to high-speed internet in 46 counties, including in Mercer County. Yesterday, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman talked about that announcement, where the largest investment of all the counties was announced to be in Mercer.
We're going to bring high-speed internet to 3,300 homes in the county. I mean, that is major. For anybody, but certainly in rural Kentucky, that's a huge deal.
And Coleman teased that they aren't done yet.
It was the first round of announcements, so let me say that we're not done yet. We've got lots more good stuff coming.
Other area counties that received funding to increase high-speed internet included Garrett, Lincoln, and Casey counties. Beware of road closures in downtown Danville. The Streetscape project is continuing to come together, and some lane and road closures will be necessary to complete the project. Today, 2nd and Main will be closed. Then September 8th through 11th, 4th and Main. Be aware that the schedule may change based on weather and ground conditions, and you're asked to use caution when traveling through that area. August was another busy month for the Danville Police Department. Danville PD said in August they had just over 1,400 events they responded to, the majority of those being either community service calls from citizens or traffic stops. Sports betting is now legal in Kentucky. Beginning today, people can wager in person at select sites in the state. And to officially start the new beginning for Kentucky, Governor Andy Beshear will join local leaders at Turfway Park and Newport Racing and Gaming for a ribbon-cutting ceremony and to place the first bet as sports wagering becomes available at 10 o'clock this morning. I'm Joe Mathis.
Come join us on September the 9th for our annual Chloe's Petals for Hope event. It will be at Anderson Dean Park from 11 to 2 p.m. We will have speakers, vendors, booths, informational booths, karaoke contest, pet contest, and other fun and games. And so we try to make this day a fun day along with serious topics. We hope that you come out and join us on September the 9th from 11 to 2 at Anderson Dean Park. For help, call 988.
Planning a wedding? Paying for a wedding?
Attending a wedding? Hi, this is Pam Pfister Clark with Wedding Planning with Pam, inviting you to join us Monday through Friday after the 8:30 morning news on WHIR AM 1230. I'll give you sound wedding planning advice and money-saving tips, information you need, and you'll get it all right here at your favorite radio station, WHIR AM 1230.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
It's brought to you by Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. Proudly representing the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Ask if auto owners make sense for you. Call Mark or Chris. They'd love to give you a free quote, 236-6686. You get sunshine, a high today of 80, low tonight 62. Sunshine tomorrow, 79 and 60. Saturday, sunny, 78 and 62. It's 6:36 in the morning. It is 68 degrees here in Danville. Larry Vaught's got Vaught's Views for us today. What's going on with Larry?
Vaught's Views on University of Kentucky Sports is on the air. Featuring 7-time Kentucky Sports Writer of the Year, Larry Vaught.
I was surprised when the Kentucky basketball schedule came out and the Cats were not hosting Gonzaga in December. UK will host the Zags February 10th, and I love that date for a big game because that is Super Bowl weekend, and there will not be a football game of any kind on February 10th. Kentucky has played on the Saturday before the Super Bowl in previous years, but there's not been a February game like this at Rupp Arena since 1997 when third-ranked Kentucky destroyed number 18 Villanova 93-56 in front of a rowdy crowd. Older UK fans will remember that the Cats consistently played big-name non-conference opponents under coaches Joe Hall, Eddie Sutton, Rick Pitino, and Tubby Smith from 1978 to 1998 in February. But the Kentucky basketball team has not had a game like that since 1998, with Kentucky's eventual national championship team won 79-63 at Villanova.
Vaught's Views will return in a moment.
As a lending cooperative owned by farmers, Farm Credit Mid-America is committed to securing the future of rural communities and agriculture. That's why our customers have had access to agricultural loans, leases, and crop insurance from a lender who is focused on farmers' futures for over a century. Visit us online at fcma.com to experience what it's like to work with a lender who understands farmers' needs. Loans and leases subject to credit approval. Additional terms and conditions may apply. Farm Credit Mid-America is an equal opportunity lender and provider.
Two of my favorite all-time games at Rupp Arena were actually played on Super Bowl Sunday. Rupp Arena may have been the loudest I've ever heard in 1984 when number 3 UK beat number 4 Houston 74-67. In 1987, unranked UK beat number 18 Navy and star David Robinson 80-69. Robinson was spectacular with 45 points, 14 rebounds, and 10 blocks in what is still the best individual performance I've ever seen in Rupp Arena.
Find more from Larry at yoursportsedge.com.
The Admiral, David Robinson. Yeah, that'll be a fun weekend. Saturday, February the 10th, you've got UK Gonzaga. The next day, you have the Super Bowl. On Sunday, February the 11th, where the Atlanta Falcons will be playing. No, I'm just here, please. I mean, I'm not that far off in right field. I understand what this football season is going to hold, and it's not going to be a Super Bowl appearance for the Falcons, but it is going to be Saturday, Sunday, back-to-back days. You get UK basketball, Gonzaga, and then the Super Bowl Sunday, February the 11th. So that's going to be a lot of fun, that 24, 36-hour period, whatever it may be. 238-WHIR phone number to call in this morning, 238-9447. There's a deli in New York City making news, expected to sell more than $1 million worth of macaroni stuffed beef patties this year. Macaroni stuffed beef patties, and it's actually a way that many people are looking to invest. They're looking to invest their money in these things, these macaroni stuffed beef patties, because they're worth so much money. Well, check out the PSA for the beef patty exchange.
There's only one currency guaranteed to increase in value over time. Not gold, not Bitcoin, but beef patties from New York City. And at the Beef Patty Exchange, you can invest in beef patties and watch your portfolio skyrocket.
I took out a second mortgage on our house and bought a beef patty from the Beef Patty Exchange. Sure, I'm going to be flat broke for a while, but once I sell that beef patty, it'll be smooth sailing. I'm thrilled.
Yeah, me too.
Honey, what are you eating?
chicken?
You're eating the beef patty, aren't you?
No, of course not.
Okay, good, because...
I have a confession to make.
Beef patty?
Beef patty.
Oh, come on.
The Beef Patty Exchange. Invest in beef patties from New York City today. Call now for your free brochure.
Yeah, that's how quickly it works, right? I mean, suddenly you have $1 million beef patty. The next moment, your husband or your wife's eating it. Let's see what's going on in this morning's World of Good. Are you tired of the gloom and doom that saturates your daily news? Well, of course you are, and I am right there with you. These stories right here remind us of the silver lining in the cloud over all of our heads. It's my way of sharing the good news with you, and hopefully you'll go do the same for somebody else. Take it away, Floyd. Little Floyd Kramer action for you on this Thursday morning, and here we go. Story number one is coming from Westchester County, New York, where in 1975, Vietnam veteran Leonard Mack was wrongly convicted for rape in Westchester County, New York, based on questionable tactics by police and prosecutors. Mack served 7.5 years for the crime, but always maintained his innocence, eventually getting the Innocence Project on his side. Earlier this week, Mack finally got his day in court and was declared innocent based on DNA testing not available at the time of his conviction. The conviction changed the course of his life, and the now 72-year-old has remained positive and is relieved and grateful the truth is out. Here's a clip of Leonard Mack saying that he can now truly say that he's free.
And now I can truly say, that I'm free.
Yeah, story number two coming from the United States and Ukraine as well. Here's the story. Anastasia and Oren Veli know what it's like to immigrate to the U.S. under difficult circumstances, having both come from former Soviet countries as kids. When Russia invaded Ukraine, they wanted to help and sponsored relatives of Anastasia so they could come to the U.S. to escape the war. They've since aided 11 people in finding refuge, providing housing, employment, and even opening their home with support from their community. Here's a clip from Oren Veli saying that he had nothing when he moved to the U.S., and now he's glad to be able to help others when they do the same.
I was a kid without anything. My parents had nothing, and then little by little, we were able to kind of, build that. And now have something that allows you to be able to go and help other people.
Yeah, story number three coming from Ohio, where Diana Hart of Wilberforce, Ohio, was stunned to receive a call from the Montgomery County Animal Resource Center informing her they found her dog, Abby, who had been missing for a decade. A Dayton police officer had discovered Abby and turned her in, leading to a reunion thanks to Abby's microchip. Now reunited, Abby is gradually readjusting to life, with Hart growing healthier and resuming her old playful habits. An Ohio woman gets a missing dog back after 10 years. A couple helps 11 refugees flee Ukraine and move to the U.S., and DNA exonerates a man wrongfully convicted of rape back in 1975. And that's what's going on in this morning's World of Absolute Good. Floyd Kramer, take us home, buddy. It's all yours.
This Saturday, Coach Stoops and the Cats battle an in-state opponent from just down the road. Let's go! EKU Colonels and your Kentucky Wildcats.
The pregame show starts this Saturday at 1 o'clock with kickoff at 3.
It's all right here on your home for the Cats and the hits is WRNZ FM Z105. Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or two or three or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at hometownlive.net.
Excited about going forward. It means a lot to all of our guys.
Joe Gibbs and Toyota get their deal done with Denny Hamlin.
What this means is that 2311 will continue its relationship with Toyota into the future.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass.
Hey, airline travelers, let's say you have a problem and you need to change or cancel an existing airline reservation. What do? Well, Skywatch is a free service that can help anyone with any airline reservation fix it. Whether you want to cancel it, change your dates, or add passengers, we can help fix your airline reservations so you get exactly what you need. We know the insider secrets to fixing reservations that the airlines don't want you to know about. So if you need to cancel, change, or modify an existing airline reservation, call Skywatch right now. It's a free call, so let us fix it for you. 800-397-6805. 800-397-6805. 800-397-6805. That's 800-397-6805.
At Darlington over the weekend, Denny Hamlin said there was nothing new to report in his ongoing negotiations with Joe Gibbs and Toyota on a new contract. But less than 72 hours later, Gibbs walked in on Hamlin's Actions Detrimental podcast, where they both signed a piece of paper that will extend Hamlin's tenure at JGR to at least 20 years.
Kind of solidifies where we're going for the next several years, and so that's what's great.
You know, certainly I've said many times, I've started my career with you guys. I want to end my career with you guys. The relationship has been beneficial for both.
It also signaled Toyota had completed a new deal with the Cup team Hamlin co-owns with Michael Jordan.
What this means is that 2311 will continue its relationship with Toyota into the future. Nothing really changes. We're going to continue on the path that we've been on. It was my goal to, make that a championship organization within 5 years. We're going to continue on that trajectory.
Hamlin began driving for the coach in 2005 and to date has run 641 Cup races for Joe Gibbs Racing. As we told you yesterday, Ryan Preece's wicked flip at Daytona the week before was a hot topic of conversation at Darlington. Preece explains the experience.
I've seen interviews from other drivers in the past talking about when you get sideways like that and as you go in the air, it gets real quiet. After experiencing that, that's 100% true. Until that ride stops, all you're thinking about is just trying to contain yourself, right? You tense up and you hope that you're going to be okay.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching a kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
20-year-old Craftsman Truck Series standout Carson Hocevar drove the Legacy Motor Club number 42 to a 17th place finish in the Cup race at Darlington, with the team announcing now he'll also drive it at Kansas and Bristol. Finally, during their time together on the Actions Detrimental podcast, Denny Hamlin did ask Joe Gibbs one very important question.
Now, are you sure you want to pay me this kind of money?
Well,
you said it was only $1 million.
I've never been sure.
Yeah, only $1 million, right? Yeah. Not quite. Close enough. It's close enough.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass, presented by eBay Motors. For parts that fit your vehicle, go to eBay Motors and look for the green check. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TAXI for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TAXI for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TAXI.
ADA Heating and Air. ADA is on the way. Large enough to serve you, small enough to care. Since 1984. ADA. Always on time with our professional team when we show up at your door. ADA. Residential and commercial, day or night. ADA Heating and Air.com does it right. ADA Heating and Air. ADA is on the way.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at the Big Deals online store. Go to hometownlive.net, shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big discounts, up to 50% every single day. Big Deals online store is at hometownlive.net. Partly sunny, a high today of 80, a low tonight 62. Sunshine tomorrow and 79. Sunshine Saturday 78. Sunshine Sunday and 78. Right now it's 6:51. It's 68 degrees on Thursday, September the 7th. And we'd love to have you on the show. Phone number to call in this morning, 238-9447. That's 238-WHIR. Rick and D's letting us know what app we should download today in the planet of the apps.
Welcome to the planet of the apps. Okay, you need pet supplies. If you have a pet, you have to have them, and they're so expensive. Food and medications and all that. Well, this one's for you. Chewy, where pet lovers shop. Chewy leads the pack with over 2,000 trusted brands of food, supplies. That's right. I said 2,000 plus. There's a pharmacy. There is a shipment tracker. There's today's deals. You go in, you get today's deals. I've seen pet food 50% off, and these are the big brands, too. No off-brands for your pet. Today's deals. Only Chewy has it. And Chewy makes everything so easy to find. In fact, that's why they rank it 10 out of 10. It has 5-star rated and 10 out of 10. So don't waste the money. Get better prices and really good stuff for your pet. Chewy, Chewy. It's free in the App Store. Rick D's in this molten magma every day. We call it the planet of the apps.
There you go, Rick D's, the planet of the apps, Mondays through Fridays in the Joe Show at this time. Although I think he spelled it wrong, didn't he? It's not Chwey. It'd be Chewey. That's how you spell Chewy. And I think the company spells it just like the regular word. Check it out today, Chewy. Good toys and snacks and food for your favorite little furry friend at Chewy. So, good stuff. All right, 6:52. Let's see what's going on in the Silliness at Sunrise segment with Mark Shalafo in the spotlight. Mark Shalafo, who's talking about getting included in a group text message that he wasn't supposed to be in. Mark Shalafo in the Country Comic Spotlight.
I accidentally got added to this family's group text thread. So it was a bunch of phone numbers I didn't recognize, right? And the first thing that popped up was just a picture of an old lady with a little kid, and the text said, "Having fun at Grammy's house." So I thought if I responded with anything, they would realize I wasn't in their phone book. They would take me out of it. So I said, "I don't know who this kid is, but I'm glad he's having fun," right? I didn't hear anything after that for a few weeks. I thought it worked. It did not work. Because I got another text, another picture, 5 soldiers in front of a helicopter. And it said, "Christian and his unit shipping out for deployment." So I said, okay, I'll try this again. Maybe they'll pick up on it this time. I said, "Which one is Christian?" I should know that if I'm in your family. There's only 5 guys. He was the only black guy in the photo. I should have known that if I'm in your family. But they didn't get it. They were like, "He's on the far right." And I was like, okay, well, they're never going to get it. So I said, "He's a true patriot," and gave it a thumbs up. And everybody responded with like smiley faces and like little flag emojis and stuff. I thought that would be the end of it. That was also not the end of it. A few weeks later, boom, another text. "Here's Christian's address if you want to send him a care package while he's deployed." I was like, well, that is definitely happening. I'm in too deep now. There's no getting out of it. I don't know what to put in my care package, though, right? So I post about it on Facebook. Some people were like, send cookies, or send this, or send that. Then a few people towards the end of the conversation, they were like, hey, we want to chip in too. So I thought, wouldn't it be hilarious to start a GoFundMe and send this guy 3,000 cookies? And it was. It was very funny. Some celebrities tweeted about it. We tripled the amount of money we wanted to raise. We sent this guy 9,000 cookies. I don't even know if he likes cookies. He could have a tree nut allergy for all I know. But I got a really nice letter from him. He sent me a really nice email saying his unit loved the cookies. His mom, she even sent me a handwritten note thanking me for this whole thing. I thought that's a nice conclusion to like trolling this guy with cookies. I'm still getting the text messages.
Mark Chalifo in the Country Comic Spotlight. Rick Dees in this morning's Planet of the Abs. Hey, Wendy's in Danville, the place to go when you're looking for breakfast this morning. And breakfast might be the most important choice you make all day, right? They say breakfast like feeds you the rest of the day. Got to have that morning energy. And I understand as a guy that wakes up early in the morning, sometimes I start to get hungry even before we get to the midway point in the show. I'm looking for something to eat. And if I had breakfast from Wendy's, I wouldn't have that problem. But I'd have to get up super early to get to Wendy's to get my breakfast. So don't make the mistake that I make every single morning. Get yourself breakfast from Wendy's. And they got this new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundle there at Wendy's where you can choose from 4 different menu items, and you pick any 2 of them, and it's $3. You've got the sausage biscuit, the egg cheese biscuit, the medium small coffee, and I'm the medium small coffee. That didn't make any sense. The medium hot coffee, and as well as a small seasoned potatoes. So you pick any 2 of those, you get them for $4. So like if you want a sausage biscuit and the side of seasoned potatoes, you get it for $3. I said $3. I'll get it right eventually. The egg and cheese biscuit and the hot coffee, 2 for $3. 2 egg and cheese biscuits, 2 for $3. A small seasoned potato and a medium hot coffee, 2 for $3. Whatever 2 you pick, you get it for $3. It's this brand new Biggie Bundle they have during breakfast. Now, Wendy's is known for their Biggie Bundles and their lunch deals and dinner deals they have. But breakfast deals, they brought the Biggie Bundle to breakfast, which is awesome. 2 for $3 Biggie Bundle. And you can also get the new Frosty Cream Cold Brew. Add that to your order. Available in vanilla, caramel, and chocolate. The new Frosty Cream Cold Brew is available for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It's a great morning pick-me-up, afternoon pick-me-up, and something to pick you up in the evening as well. It's Wendy's in Danville, and they're 2 for $3. Biggie Bundle. Tell them you heard it this morning on The Joe Show. 6:57. We are about 2.5 minutes away from our top hour news on WHIR Danville.
Hey, it's me again. That's right. I'm Jerry Farmer, and I'm still cutting up. Still Cutting Up is a place to go when you need a fresh cut or a mini afro. Perms, colors, nails, too. Braids, highlights, and even updo. I know you done heard of us, so get with it. I know you need your hair did. Here's our digit, 238-7899. Bob your head while I rhyme. 24/7, we won't be beat. 365 on South 4th Street. See ya. See ya.
Hi, this is Jenny at the Danville Nutrition Center. Join us for our annual Customer Appreciation Days extravaganza, Friday, September 8th and Saturday, September 9th. We will have 20% off store-wide, food, samples, and free gift basket giveaways. At the Danville Nutrition Center, we value our customers and want to celebrate you. We are located at 802 South 4th Street in Danville. Danville Nutrition Center, big enough to serve, small enough to care. See ya September 8th and 9th.
Hey folks, Cliffhead Irvin with Irvin Group Realtors and Auctioneers in Lancaster. We proudly support our home team Lions on the field and off. If you are looking to buy, sell, or auction your property, no one sells it better. Our professional agents can help you navigate the home buying or selling process while taking the stress off of you. Follow us on Facebook or visit us at irvingroup.com.
The Irvin Group Realtors and Auctioneers. No one sells it better.
Listen to WHIR online at hometownlive.net, powered by Kentucky, YMAX.com.
All righty then, 6:59 in the morning. We're a minute away from top hour news. Coming up in the 7 o'clock hour, Boyle County Rebel football head coach Justin Haddix is on here at 7:10. Danville head football coach Frank Parks Jr. is on here at 7:20. We have Jay Hetmansperger from the County Agents Corner at 7:40. And Mimi Becker, Danville Boyle County Arts Commission, joins us at 7:50 this morning. So we got a lot to do in the 7 o'clock hour. 8 o'clock hour, just as busy. We have Randy Graham at 8:20. We have James the Gardener at 8:40. In the 9 o'clock hour, 9:10, Stephanie Blevins from Heart of Kentucky United Way. And at 9:35, Billy Rankin from Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill joins us right here on The Joe Show. So it's a busy show, and we're so glad you decided to start your morning off here on The Joe Show on WHIR Danville. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Here's Top Hour News.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WIMAX.
It's 7 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Federal prosecutors plan to indict Hunter Biden by September 29th on gun charges, according to a court filing. Brian Shook reports.
The president's son had agreed to a plea agreement that would have spared him jail time for allegedly purchasing a gun as a drug user. The deal had Hunter Biden entering a diversion program, but the agreement fell apart in court in July. That plea deal also included tax evasion charges, but it's unclear where that stands.
The Senate will start moving a package of government funding bills next week. Trey Thomas reports.
This comes as Congress is racing to avoid a shutdown at the end of this month.
The last thing Americans need right now is a pointless government shutdown.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said he expects the first votes on Monday. The top Democrat urged Republicans in the House to follow the Senate's lead and work with Democrats.
The manhunt for an escaped murderer in Pennsylvania continues. Daniello Cavalcante escaped a week ago from the Chester County Prison about 25 miles west of Philadelphia. There was a sighting of Cavalcante Tuesday night in Pennsylvania.
Teams searched the area for hours but were unable to locate him.
Pennsylvania State Police Lieutenant Colonel George Bivens tried to reassure the residents of Chester County he will be caught. Meantime, prison acting warden Howard Holland revealed Cavalcante escaped across the prison roof through razor wire. The warden added the security measures were not sufficient and implied the tower officer on duty was negligent. Video streaming company Roku is cutting its workforce again. The company announced Wednesday it will lay off more than 300 people in a third round of job cuts. Roku let go of 400 employees between last November and in March of this year. Along with its latest round of layoffs, the company based in San Jose, California, plans to consolidate office space and limit new hires to cut its costs. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
What does the Affordable Connectivity Program sound like? It sounds like a student doing their homework online.
So if X equals 4...
A young mom on her telehealth visit.
I have your results. Let me share my screen.
And someone working from home.
Thanks for letting me join virtually.
Eligible households save $30 a month on internet. Like the sound of that? The ACP. Sign up, connect, and save at getinternet.gov.
Your annual homecoming tailgate party was a rousing success. You caught up with your weird cousin Phil. You and your buddy Dave were crowned cornhole champions. Your famous potato salad drew rave reviews. The home team even won. But the best part was what didn't happen. You didn't drive home buzzed. You got a ride home from your cousin Phil, who may be weird, but also definitely sober. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid with fun.
A Utah district court has recommended pre-trial release for Ruby Franke, a parent and YouTuber accused of child abuse. Franke is known for her 8 Passengers YouTube channel, which features her kids. She was recently arrested after one of her children showed up at a neighbor's Utah house. Shelby Lofton with more.
A neighbor called 911 when he showed up at their house asking for food and water. Officers say his wrists were duct taped. He had wounds from being tied up across his body. Investigators say they found a 10-year-old girl inside the same house who was also malnourished.
Franke is facing 6 counts of felony second-degree child abuse. While a public safety assessment recommends pretrial release for Franke, it would involve restrictions, including monthly check-ins by phone. She's due to appear in court tomorrow afternoon. Using the internet is being linked to cognitive benefits to older people, according to new research. Mark Mayfield with more.
A study out last month in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that people between 50 and 65 who use the internet regularly see their chances of developing dementia drop by nearly 9%. People using the internet for more than 2 hours a day, however, saw their risk for dementia increase. I'm Mark Mayfield.
The Price is Right host Bob Barker is being remembered for his animal activism. Nika Magajes reports.
To honor the game show legend, PETA is hoping to rename a portion of Sunset Boulevard as Bob Barker Boulevard. Barker was famously known to sign off each episode with "Have your pets spayed and neutered."
They're less likely to roam, which means that they're less likely to become injured. You decrease the chances of them developing certain cancers.
Veterinarian Dr. Cynthia Metcalf with the Bradshaw Animal Shelter in Sacramento says spaying and neutering is key to keeping pets healthy and at home. PETA credits Barker for helping open its West Coast headquarters in Los Angeles. The television icon died last month at the age of 99.
Michael Kastner, NBC News.
Buyer beware. No matter what you're in the market for, it's buyer beware. This is Lauren from B&L Jewelers. Every day we see people come into B&L Jewelers and want us to look at the great deal they got online or at a discount jewelry store. Usually, the item they bought is not really what they thought they were getting, which leads to disappointment.
Love gets better with B&L Jewelers.
Here at B&L Jewelers, we try to educate you on the diamond you are buying. So when you give the gift of love, you have all the confidence of your decision to buy from B&L Jewelers was the correct one. We back up all of our jewelry with a lifetime guarantee and a trade-up policy, which you will receive full credit of the purchase price for your diamond in the future. As always, we offer special financing and 6 months free layaway. Come and see us here at B&L Jewelers today in the Danville Manor Shopping Center.
Love gets better with B&L Jewelers.
The Wilderness Trail Distillery Charity Chili Cook-Off is back. It's the event for chili lovers. Come sample all the team's chili recipes vying to be named the area's best. Vote for your favorite. Enjoy horse and wagon rides, kids' activities, and music. All the proceeds benefit the Danville Kiwanis local children and senior programs. Tasting tickets are just $10. The Chili Cook-Off is Saturday, September 23rd from 11:30 to 2. Unlimited tasting tickets are available now at Wilderness Trail Distillery or by calling 859-402-8707 or get them at the event.
It's all about you and Stuart Powell.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell Ford, where we make it easy to do business with us. Our team is dedicated to providing you with a hassle-free experience from start to finish. Whether you're in the market for a new vehicle or need to get your current vehicle serviced, we have you covered. Stop by and see how easy we make it at 225 South Danville Bypass here in Danville or anytime at www.stuartpowellford.com.
Good morning to you folks. It's Thursday. It's the 7th day of September, 090723 on your calendar, and a day where we expect some sunshine. A high today of 80 forecast is coming your way. We've got Boyle County head coach Justin Haddix right around the corner as well. News comes up here first, brought to you, we just heard, by Stuart Powell Ford.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
A big-time expansion of internet will affect multiple area counties. We told you about this yesterday, where it was announced that a record $386 million will be invested to expand access to high-speed internet in 46 counties, including in Mercer County. Yesterday, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman talked about that announcement, where the largest investment of all the counties was announced to be in Mercer.
We're going to bring high-speed internet to 3,300 homes in the county. I mean, that is major. For anybody, but certainly in rural Kentucky, that's a huge deal.
And Coleman teased that they aren't done yet.
It was the first round of announcements, so let me say that we're not done yet. We've got lots more good stuff coming.
Other area counties that received funding to increase high-speed internet included Garrett, Lincoln, and Casey counties. Beware of road closures in downtown Danville. The Streetscape project is continuing to come together, and some lane and road closures will be necessary to complete the project. Today, 2nd and Main will be closed. Then September 8th through 11th, 4th and Main. Be aware that the schedule may change based on weather and ground conditions, and you're asked to use caution when traveling through that area. August was another busy month for the Danville Police Department. Danville PD said in August they had just over 1,400 events they responded to, the majority of those being either community service calls from citizens or traffic stops. Sports betting is now legal in Kentucky. Beginning today, people can wager in person at select sites in the state. And to officially start the new beginning for Kentucky, Governor Andy Beshear will join local leaders at Turfway Park and Newport Racing and Gaming for a ribbon-cutting ceremony and to place the first bet as sports wagering becomes available at 10 o'clock this morning. I'm Joe Mathis.
This morning's local news was a service of Stuart Powell Ford Lincoln Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stuartpowell.com.
Catch the best of Sean Hannity, Saturday mornings, 10 to 1 on WHIR.
The Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show is back. For the 12th year, the Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show is getting you ready for Friday night's games. It's Central Kentucky's only pregame show as we preview the games for Danville, Boyle County, Mercer County, and Garrett County, as well as pick area high school players and the Danville Family Dentistry High School Fantasy Football Draft, the only high school fantasy draft that we know of. Join us. Let's have fun as we prepare for the best part of the week, Friday Night Lights on the Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show. Fridays from 6 o'clock until 7 on WHIR and WHBN.
Local high school football and Hometown Radio Network.
This is Gary True, voice of the Mercer County Football Titans. Listen to every game on WHBN.
This is Scott Bowen, voice of the Garrett County Golden Lions. Hear the games on Z105.
This is Joe Mathis, voice of the Danville Football Admirals. Listen to every Admiral game on AM 1230 WHIR.
This is Steve Bertram inviting you to join us for Boyle County High School football on Z105.
All games streamed live at hometownlive.net.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TAXI for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TAXI for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TAXI.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
All right then, Rebecca, brought to you by ADA Heated and Air. Trust ADA to be there when you need them the most. ADA is always on the way. Call them 859-519-6382. That's ADA Heated and Air. And they provide 24-hour emergency service for residential and commercial customers. Partly sunny, a high of 80, a low tonight 62. Tomorrow, you get sunshine, a high of 79. Saturday, sunny and 78. Sunday, sunny and 78. Right now it's 7:12 in the morning. It's 67.5 degrees on Thursday, September the 7th. And it's Boyle County Rebel Football Thursday. We're talking with Rebel head coach Justin Haddix, brought to you by Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer.
And we welcome on to the show Boyle County head football coach Justin Haddix. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Doing good. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, Coach. Appreciate you being on here this morning. Tell you what, I got hungry after looking at those pictures yesterday. You had some of the skill guys over. I think the linemen were over at Coach Singleton's house, and you all feed those boys, that's for sure.
Yeah. Coach Singleton, I think they had some Mexican food over there at their house. Casa Grande helped them out with some Mexican, and then my mother and father-in-law and wife made. We had some homemade spaghetti and some pizza and stuff for them, and we try to take care of them. And they're swinging golf clubs, they're hitting out in the front yard, they're in the pool, they're shooting basketball, they're having a big time. And a lot of people talk about it's about the game and the sports and all this, but it's about seeing them in different atmospheres and the fellowship of we're around each other a lot and seeing each other in different lights. My little kids run around. I think Sage and Maury and all of them are all out running, throwing around my little boy. And my girls swimming with them, playing basketball with Brock and Coach Ray. It's just that's what it's all about.
Did you ever have maybe like Tavy Quisenberry say, hey, I want Mexican, I want to be a lineman today, or Austin Gorley say, I think I'm a skill guy, Coach. That spaghetti sounds good.
Yeah, we kind of put them all together. I know they take great pride, the linemen do, in having their meals. Coach Singleton and Coach Lefew, and then Coach Arnett he coaches tight ends, so he'll jump back and forth sometimes. and Coach Mills and Coach Ray, myself and Coach Mack, we kind of handle the skill guys.
Well, you got Scott County coming up here tomorrow, Coach. We talked about the defense a little bit yesterday. Let's talk about this offense. This is a team that loves to run the football. They got some guys that can tote the rock in the backfield. Jacob Fryman, 358 rushing yards, 4 touchdowns. In fact, Coach, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different guys who have scored rushing touchdowns this year.
Yeah, they do a great job running the football. That's I kind of told our guys yesterday at the end of practice, I said their goal is to come in here and run for 300, throw for 100, 150, score 4 or 5 on the ground, and 1 or 2 in the, 1 or 2 in the air, and that's what they want to do. And they want to run the football. Then they want to get you thinking about the run, and then they'll throw it down the field. And they've got a good quarterback. They're coached well, doing what they do. They're really good, and we have to be attentive to our keys. We have to have eyes on our keys on defense. We have to tackle. They're big, strong guys, and they run down the field, and they're a physical team.
Yeah, you talk about their quarterback, Andrew Hickey. He is a guy that he can throw it downfield, averages 15, just about 16 yards per completion, but 246 yards, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. So for a team that runs the football a lot, he can hit you with passes and touchdown passes at that.
Does a great job carrying out his fakes. He executes their offense really well. Their whole team does that. If they're not getting the ball, they do a great job of, if it's fake to them, they're running like they've got it. So it's almost kind of turns into a little triple option kind of deal that you've got to tackle your keys, and I'm taking care of the fullback, I'm taking care of this back, I got the quarterback. So it is a unique style to get ready for.
Coach, there was so much hype that was built around the Boyle County LCA matchup, and it lived up to the hype because LCA, we know, is a great team, just like your Rebels are as well. But you look now, and here we are 2 weeks removed from that, and you got a team that's number 1 ranked in Class 5A, a top 10 ranked team overall in the state, just like LCA was. Do you think the atmosphere on Friday night, tomorrow night against Scott County, is going to replicate what you all saw versus LCA?
Yeah, I think Scott County's going to bring a great crowd. I was told they're bringing a pep bus down, so they're going to have a great crowd. I know the Rebel fans are going to come out, so we're looking for a great atmosphere and a great challenge for our football team. And this is what, when I envision making a schedule, when I envision doing this, like, these are the type of games I want to play in. Gibson Southern, I think, 3-0 in Indiana. They play South Warren this week. Really good football team up there. We play LCA, one of the top teams. I expect them to be playing for a state championship in 2A. We play Danville. That's a crosstown rivalry. And then here we're having Scott County, who you expect to be in the state championship game or up in the Final Four in 5A. That's the type of people that we want to play and challenge ourselves. And, hey, get smacked in the mouth, what are we going to do? We got to come back on it, and it's going to make us better in the long run.
Yeah, and you follow Scott County up with Taylor County, who we know has one of the best offensive linemen in the state. You still got Lexington Catholic. You still have Frederick Douglass, who many consider to be one of the top teams in the state as well. So it doesn't get any easier for your Rebels, and you all have responded to the call every single week you all play. Coach, what do you work on in practice today?
Today is we're going through everything. So we're finishing up our offense. We're going through our defense. We're running people on and off. If they're on special teams, going through all of our situations. Our freshmen got a game today. We're at Southwestern, so we've got a lot of stuff going on. J. Cole's got flag practice, and JC, my oldest, has got a basketball game, so it's a full day for me.
All kinds of sports going on in the Haddix household then today. And then later on tonight, one of my favorite times of the year, Coach. Now, obviously, I'm a big baseball fan, right? That's probably number 1 for me, but I love the NFL. And the NFL kicks off tonight. It's Chiefs and Lions. I know we've talked a little bit about college football before, and you like watching college football and seeing the different play calls that they run in college. Do you watch much NFL, and can you take much from NFL games like you can college games, or is it so professional and polished in the NFL? Can you take anything from that?
Yeah, I think we all look at stuff, and if you look, I know J. Cole, he's been wanting to watch quarterbacks every night before we go to sleep.
There you go.
Netflix quarterbacks, little thing. And you see, obviously, what the Chiefs do and some of the cool things that they do as far as lining up and these trick plays and this kind of going on. Any of that stuff, you can turn it into what you want to do, if you want to add. I'm just not a huge NFL fan. I enjoy football. I watch it. If there's nothing else on and NFL football's on, I'm going to watch it. But if I was choosing between NFL or college, I'm going to watch college. But, I like the competitive stuff, and then obviously everybody looks up to them. But it all cycles down. What they're doing in the NFL cycles to college, and it cycles down to the high school, and it just recycles back through. So I just enjoy the game. I think it's the greatest game ever played, ever invented.
There you go. And, hey, you want some crazy plays. You got the Chiefs and Lions tonight. Andy Reid can dial up some crazy plays. Of course, when you got a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes and a tight end like Travis Kelce, you can do some of that stuff, right? Some of the play calls revolve around the playmakers that you have. You can't draw plays for guys that can't make the plays.
Hey, well, that helps me because I got a bunch of them on offense right now.
That's exactly right.
I enjoy watching it.
Boyle County head coach Justin Haddox. Coach, appreciate you being on, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow morning, okay?
Hey, thank you. Go Rebels.
Yes, sir. Boyle County head football coach Justin Haddox. We're talking Danville football with head coach Frank Parks. It's coming up right after this. Brought to you by Stewart Powell Ford Lincoln Mazda. We have sports coming up with the Big Daddy. And then Coach Parks is on here at 7:20. And we'll see what's on his mind today talking Danville Admiral football here on The Joe Show.
This Steve Bertram Sports Report is a service of Stewart Powell Ford Lincoln Mazda on the Danville Bypass and online at stewartpowell.com.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stewart Powell Ford Mazda here in Danville, where we make it easy to do business with us. I want to let you know that we are now offering free pickup and delivery in our quick lane within 20 miles of Danville. Give us a call at 859-238-1190. We will schedule your vehicle for pickup, perform the service requested, and return it to you.
Come to Stewart Powell. We can do business. Stewart Powell. Ford Lincoln Mazda.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. The National Football League season kicks off tonight as defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City entertains Detroit. Chiefs are favored by a touchdown over the Lions. On Sunday's schedule, the Bengals visit the Browns, the Steelers host the 49ers, and the Cowboys are at the Giants. Hometown Radio has 3 high school football games for you tomorrow night. Mercer County hosts Danville on WHBN-FM and WHIR-FM. Boyle County entertains unbeaten Scott County on Z105. Garrett County's at Somerset on the Golden Lions live stream. Other area action has Lincoln County at Bourbon County, Russell County at Casey County, Marion County at Washington County, Anderson County at Henderson County, and Grant County at Rockcastle County. Join us for high school football talk this evening, starting at 6 with Rebel Roundup from Old Bridge Grill and Restaurant as we take a look at Boyle County football. Then it's a look at Garrett County football on the Coach Spencer Crutchfield Show at 7 o'clock. It's all on Z105 and streaming at hometownlive.net. Kentucky tries to improve to 2-0 Saturday afternoon when they take on Eastern Kentucky University at Kroger Field in Lexington. Colonels were scorched by Cincinnati 66-13 in their opener. UK handled Ball State 44-14. Pre-game shows start at 1, kickoffs at 3 for Kentucky versus Eastern Kentucky Saturday on your home for Wildcat football, Z105. Yesterday in Major League Baseball, Cincinnati lost to Seattle 8-4. The Reds fell all the way to 5th place in the wild card chase. The Marlins and Diamondbacks won and moved past the Reds. Guardians edged the Twins 2-1 to pull within 6 games of first place Minnesota. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Did you know that WHIR AM 1230 is the talk of the town? We're not spreading gossip. We're just letting you know where the best talk radio is found all day, every day. Mornings begin with Danville's own Joe Mathis and The Joe Show.
Hey, this is Joe Mathis.
Wake up to what you missed. News, weather, sports, and local guests. Followed by Kentucky Sports Radio with Matt Jones.
Welcome, everyone. Kentucky Sports Radio. I'm Matt Jones. Then the man who has an opinion about everything, Tomas Mauricio.
I'm Tomas Mauricio. I invite you to tune in.
Starting at noon with Advocates for America. Then at 3, it's the best-known name in news, Sean Hannity.
Join me, Sean Hannity, on WHIR.
Then Joe Pag starts off weekday evenings at 6 with his take on the day's news, mixed with his fun parody songs about the news.
Hey, it's Joe Pag on WHIR.
Afterwards, at 10, it's the unique world of John B. Wells on WHIR with his Caravan to Midnight show.
This is John B. Wells, WHIR, AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
These guys have a lot to say, and they'll be glad to have you join them every weekday on your home for news, talk, sports. AM 1230, WHIR, the talk of the town.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TAXI for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TAXI for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TAXI.
The Parthenon Greek American Eats.
Hi, this is Jimmy letting you know about some of our seafood options, including grilled salmon, grilled tilapia, grilled shrimp, or you can do a combo with grilled tilapia and shrimp, fried jumbo shrimp, hand-battered cod, our delicious hand-battered cod sandwich with fresh French fries. As always, we only use fresh ingredients made to order. That's at the Parthenon Greek American Eats in Danville in the Greenleaf Shopping Center.
Dine in or take out fresh from our family.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
It's brought to you by Coel Collision Center right here in Danville. They're on Lebanon Road. After a wreck, tell the tow truck driver, take your vehicle to the experts, Brent and Devin, at Coel Collision Center. They'll make it right. You get sunshine, a high today of 80, low tonight 62. Are seeing some clouds early on this morning. Same thing tomorrow, 79 for Football Friday. Titans at the Admirals, and Saturday sunny and 78. Sunday sunny and 78. Right now it's 7:27 in the morning. It is 67 degrees. It's Danville football time. Brought to you by Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer at 236-6686.
And we welcome onto the show Danville head football coach Frank Parks. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great, Coach. Appreciate you being on here this morning. It's the Titans and the Admirals, and excited for this game tomorrow night. And this is a good Mercer County team coming into Admiral Stadium. They're 3-0, and we talked about their defense yesterday. Let's talk about their offense, which is led, again, by that three-headed monster, which we talked about on defense. Ashton Drakeford, Denham Griffith, and their quarterback, Thaddeus Mays. And they got guys out there, Coach, that can run it, and Ashton and Denham. They got guys who can catch it, and Ashton Drakeford and Jackson Perry, who has some catches as well. And then Thaddeus Mays, the quarterback who makes it all go, has the ball in his hands every single play. What do they like to do on offense, Coach? What type of formations do they like to run?
Well, they are very balanced offense. You know, you'll get a lot of the spread look, but they also get in some multiple formations, but they are balanced. They run it pretty well, and that is he's able to thread a needle and make some nice throws. They got some good receivers who have some hands and will go get the ball. So they just a very balanced offense. You know, they don't do too much of one or too much of the other, so they stay pretty balanced.
Yeah, and Thaddeus is one of those guys, Coach, who he doesn't have like the rushing yardage per game numbers. I mean, he's averaging 45 yards a game, but we know he can extend plays. But he has 5 rushing touchdowns, right? So if they get close, I mean, you can't just lock down on a receiver. You can't lock down at the back of the backfield because Thaddeus finds a hole. He's going to take and run for a touchdown.
Oh, yes, that's what makes him a very good QB because he doesn't necessarily look to run, but when he has to, he's very dynamic and dangerous, and he probably could run a lot more if he wanted to and create a whole lot more offense with his legs, but he can throw it just as well. So extending plays are big, and we have to make sure we stay in these rush lanes when they throwing the ball, make sure, we have a set of eyes on him from at second level. So if he does get out of pocket and get loose, we can kind of get to him and rally to the ball and, try to limit his ability to go scramble.
Yeah, they got a good receiver out there. We mentioned Ashton Drakeford. He's just a sophomore. He's a big body out there as well. 6'1", 175 pounds. They trust him to catch it. They trust him to run it. They play him in the defensive backfield, too. How tough is it going to be to try to contain number 4, Ashton Drakeford?
Well, like you said, he's got good height. He can go up and get it. So we just have to make sure we doing our jobs and staying from them in the cell and having somebody over top.
Danville head football coach Frank Parks. Coach, what are you working in practice today?
Today, we work all 3 phases and make sure that we sound everyone understand the game plan and try to make sure we got the mistakes limited going into the game this week.
There you go. Coach, are you an NFL fan? You got the Chiefs and the Lions kicking off tonight. Do you watch much NFL?
I do when I get a chance, especially on Sundays a little bit. I'll watch it before, we meet and after we meet. But, yeah, tonight will be an interesting game. The Lions is much improved, and, Pack's starting off a new era with Jordan Love, a quarterback. So I think it'll be a nice game.
Yeah, who's your favorite NFL team, Coach? Uh-oh.
Hello?
You still there, Coach? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, do you have a favorite NFL team?
Well, back in the day, I used to be a real big Browns fan. The day left, I went to Baltimore, and then I kind of was in limbo there for a while.
So Browns and Packers, then. There you go. We got a Browns fan here. You heard you say Browns is barking here in the background. Oh, my God, I have to give him a rabies shot back here or something like that. Coach, appreciate you being on. Good luck with practice. We'll talk to you again a little bit later on this afternoon and then talk to you tomorrow morning, okay?
All right.
All right, Coach. Appreciate it. Bye.
All right.
That's Danville head football coach Frank Parks and his Admirals take on the Titans. Rick, what are you barking like that for? Goodness gracious.
The Browns bark.
Yeah, I know. Browns.
Yeah.
Who do the Browns? The Browns have the Bengals this Sunday, right?
Bengals, yeah.
You have anybody talking smack to you yet?
They are. Cincinnati said game. They got this easy win.
This is a heavy Bengals. The Bengals are already claiming victory,
yeah,
huh?
Yeah, they've already won.
Well, no point in the Browns even showing up.
No,
there.
I know it.
Is it in Cincinnati or Cleveland?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
I'm going to say if it's in Cincinnati, just save money. Don't have to get airplane tickets. Just go ahead and stay in Cleveland. The Browns just go ahead and forfeit it 0-1. Browns have already lost, apparently. All right, 7:32 in the morning. Danville head coach Frank Parks is at 7:20 in the morning. Boyle County head football coach Justin Haddix is on at 7:10 in the morning. And they both have football Friday games tomorrow. Right now, 7:32. We got a commercial break coming up, and then the county agent's corner.
This is Alan Martin, loan officer at Whitaker Bank in downtown Danville. Home values are at an all-time high, which means it's the perfect time to look into a home equity loan. Whitaker Bank can help you turn the equity in your home into a line of credit that could allow you to finally do those repairs you put off, or to provide peace of mind knowing you have the funds available for an emergency. Call me at 859-236-9822. That's 859-236-9822, and together we'll find just the right loan for you. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Karen, and at ADA Heating and Air, we offer free estimates on replacements. We install American Standard heating and air conditioning equipment. Our employees do not work on commission, so you don't pay for unnecessary repairs. We offer the best pricing around. On average, we can save you 15%. We offer same or next day service. Financing is available on our website at adaheatingandair.com. Call ADA today for all your HVAC needs at 859-519-6382. ADA is on the way.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
A big-time expansion of internet will affect multiple area counties. We told you about this yesterday, where it was announced that a record $386 million will be invested to expand access to high-speed internet in 46 counties, including in Mercer County. Yesterday, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman talked about that announcement, where the largest investment of all the counties was announced to be in Mercer.
We're going to bring high-speed internet to 3,300 homes in the county. I mean, that is major for anybody, but certainly in rural Kentucky, that's a huge deal.
And Coleman teased that they aren't done yet.
It was the first round of announcements, so let me say that we're not done yet. We've got lots more good stuff coming.
Other area counties that received funding to increase high-speed internet included Garrett, Lincoln, and Casey counties. Beware of road closures in downtown Danville. The Streetscape project is continuing to come together, and some lane and road closures will be necessary to complete the project. Today, 2nd and Main will be closed. Then September 8th through 11th, 4th and Main. Be aware that the schedule may change based on weather and ground conditions, and you're asked to use caution when traveling through that area. August was another busy month for the Danville Police Department. Danville PD said in August they had just over 1,400 events they responded to, the majority of those being either community service calls from citizens or traffic stops. Sports betting is now legal in Kentucky. Beginning today, people can wager in person at select sites in the state. And to officially start the new beginning for Kentucky, Governor Andy Beshear will join local leaders at Turfway Park and Newport Racing and Gaming for a ribbon-cutting ceremony and to place the first bet as sports wagering becomes available at 10 o'clock this morning. I'm Joe Mathis.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TAXI for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TAXI for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TAXI.
If you use electric appliances in the bathroom, garage, or outdoors, any place where moisture is present, you need a GFCI. The folks at your local electric cooperative want you to know that a GFCI, or ground fault circuit interrupter, will help you use those appliances safely by protecting you from electrical shocks. If you'd like to learn more about GFCIs, call your local electric cooperative. We're Kentucky's electric cooperatives, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
All right, then, brought to you by our friends over at Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Delahaye. Call for an appointment, 236-2299. That's 236-2299 for Danville Auto Body Shop. Partly sunny, a high of 80, low tonight 62. You get sunshine tomorrow, 79. Sunshine Saturday, 78. Sunshine Sunday, 78. Right now it's 7:37 in the morning, and it's time for a little Jay Hemmensberger action on the show. Good morning, Jay. How are you?
Well, good morning, Joe.
There you
go. It'll be a beautiful rest of the week. It looks like a good weekend.
Now, great weekend. It's a great feeling morning right now, Jay. Have you stepped outside yet?
I have.
Yeah, nice breeze.
A little cloudy, a little overcast, but, cool.
Yeah, don't have to worry about the sun if it's going to feel good, right?
Right. Won't see. I don't think you're going to see the sunrise this morning.
No, not going to. Partly sunny today, later on, 80's the high. But again, the weekend, as Jay said, looks great. Today's going to be a great day for us as well. So happy to be on the radio again and have Jay on here with the County Agent's Corner. Brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market.
Get the top price for your livestock. Take them to the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, where they have drop-off hours to fit the busy farmer's needs. Selling your livestock a profitable and a pleasant experience. Save the hassle of a long haul. Sell your livestock at the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, 277 Courtier Road in Stanford. Call Bluegrass South Livestock Market at 606-365-0665. Bluegrass South Livestock Market in Stanford.
And here's Jay Hemmensberger.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the County Agent's Corner. This program is brought to you each weekday at this time as a service of the Boyle, Guerra, Floyd, Lincoln, and Mercer County UK Agriculture Extension agents. I am Jay Hetmansberger, UK Agriculture Agent in Garrett County. And this morning's topic is fall care of alfalfa. Alfalfa plants need a rest period during the fall to get ready for winter. To provide for this rest, make the last summer cutting before September 15th. After the first hard freeze or November 1st, a final harvest can be made. This final harvest will not hurt the alfalfa and may reduce pest problems. Cutting alfalfa stands during this critical fall rest period affects the plant response in the following year. In the least, it will reduce the speed of regrowth in the spring and may reduce the yield of the first cutting. And in the worst case, stands may be thinned significantly. However, there are situations where the risk of stand damage or future yield reduction from harvesting between September 15th and November 1st are reduced. If the stand is in the bloom at the time of the fall cut, or it has been at least 45 days since the last harvest, or the stand is old and will be plowed under for another crop anyway, the value of the forage may be great enough to risk the stand damage. Conditions where the risk associated with cutting during September 15th and November 1st are greatest are the stand is less than 1 year old, the field of alfalfa has been stressed during the past year by maybe late frost or disease, excessive insects, or weed pressure, or the alfalfa field has not been adequately top dressed with phosphorus, potassium, and boron, or the variety lacks multi-pest resistance. But keep in mind that you will never hurt the stand by not cutting during the traditional fall rest period. And that's today's County Agent's Corner, and it's been my pleasure to be your host. I am Jay Hetmansberger, UK Agriculture Agent in Garrett County. Hope you have a nice day and a profitable year down on the farm.
There you go, Jay Hetmansberger in the County Agent's Corner. It's brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. All right, Jay, before you go, I've got some random facts you may not know, but I want you to know, so I'm going to let you know. Jay, are you ready?
We are anxiously awaiting.
Here we go, Jay. Fact number one, Mississippi is the only state where it is not illegal to drink and drive. However, your blood alcohol level still needs to be below the legal limit of 0.08%. So you can actively drink while driving, I guess, in Mississippi, as long as your blood alcohol level is not above 0.08.
Oh, I don't know if I want to drive in Mississippi.
No. Yeah, that's an interesting concept to wrap your head around there. It's illegal to do it if you get over a certain level, but you can below the certain level, but you got to know you're not above that certain level.
Yeah, you got to know that, right?
Yeah. Number two, America won the first gold medal in modern Olympics history. Back in 1896 in Greece, an American track star named James Connolly won the first event called the triple jump. Technically, he got a silver medal since there weren't gold medals at the Olympics then, but since he got that first place, he's been retroactively given a gold at this point. So silvers were given for first place.
Was the top prize.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. Number three, small spiders have brains that are too big for their heads, so their brains actually spill into their body and their legs if the spider's small.
Okay.
Yeah. Number four, there are no term limits for vice presidents. So in theory, different presidents could keep picking the same person to be their vice president. That has obviously never happened. I don't think I realized that about vice presidents. Jay, did you?
That is new to me too. That's an interesting kind of thing.
Yeah, so you could keep on
just keep picking the same one.
Yeah, like, hey, this guy did a good job as vice president, I'll pick him again. Of course, you'd expect it to have to be in the same party. They're not going to cross party lines and pick someone that was a Republican as a Democrat or vice versa. But just keep on picking the same vice president.
They could just keep the same vice president.
Exactly right. Yeah. And number five, the song "The Total Eclipse of the Heart" was originally called "Vampires in Love." I don't know what song title sounds cooler. Total Eclipse of the Heart's a pretty cool song title, too.
Yeah, I like that one.
There you go. Jay with the County Agent's Corner on this Thursday. Jay, we'll talk tomorrow and round out the week, okay?
All right, everybody have a good day.
All right, Jay, you too. Bye. Jay Hetmansberger, County Agent's Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. Okay, coming up, we've got Sports, we also have Mimi Becker from the Danville-Boyle County Arts Commission. She'll update us on what's going on in the world of local art and concerts and things of that nature right after this.
Hi, this is Jenny at the Danville Nutrition Center. Join us for our annual Customer Appreciation Days extravaganza, Friday, September 8th and Saturday, September 9th. We will have 20% off store-wide, food, samples, and free gift basket giveaways. At the Danville Nutrition Center, we value our customers and want to celebrate you. We are located at 802 South 4th Street in Danville. Danville Nutrition Center, big enough to serve, small enough to care. See ya September 8th and 9th.
The Hometown Radio Network sports broadcast schedule brought to you by Monticello Bank. High school football on Friday night. A couple of area teams do battle as Mercer County is at Danville. The Mercer County broadcast at 99.5 FM WHBN. The Danville broadcast on 103.9 FM WHIR. Scott County's at Boyle County. 7:30 kickoff for that one on Z105 WRNZ FM. And Garrett County is at the Briar Patch taking on the Somerset Briar Jumpers. 7:30 kickoff on HometownLive.net and delayed on Z105. And all games streamed live at HometownLive.net.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. The National Football League season kicks off tonight as defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City entertains Detroit. Chiefs are favored by a touchdown over the Lions. On Sunday's schedule, the Bengals visit the Browns, the Steelers host the 49ers, and the Cowboys are at the Giants. Hometown Radio has 3 high school football games for you tomorrow night. Mercer County hosts Danville on WHBN-FM and WHIR-FM. Boyle County entertains unbeaten Scott County on Z105. Garrett County's at Somerset on the Golden Lions live stream. Other area action has Lincoln County at Bourbon County, Russell County at Casey County, Marion County at Washington County, Anderson County at Henderson County, and Grant County at Rockcastle County. Join us for high school football talk this evening, starting at 6 with Rebel Roundup from Old Bridge Grill and Restaurant as we take a look at Boyle County football. Then it's a look at Garrett County football on the Coach Spencer Crutchfield Show at 7 o'clock. It's all on Z105 and streaming at HometownLive.net. Kentucky tries to improve to 2-0 Saturday afternoon when they take on Eastern Kentucky University at Kroger Field in Lexington. Colonels were scorched by Cincinnati 66-13 in their opener. UK handled Ball State 44-14. Pre-game shows started 1, kickoffs at 3 for Kentucky versus Eastern Kentucky Saturday on your home for Wildcat football, Z105. Yesterday in Major League Baseball, Cincinnati lost to Seattle 8-4. The Reds fell all the way to 5th place in the wild card chase. The Marlins and Diamondbacks won and moved past the Reds. Guardians edged the Twins 2-1 to pull within 6 games of first place Minnesota. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Hey, Joe, did you know Big Deals has got something new?
Where can I save money now, Radio Rick?
We've got the Anderson Lifestyle Boutique in Danville. Buy a $50 gift certificate for a Big Deals price of just $35.
Sounds awesome. What do they have?
They offer jewelry, apparel, gifts, and home decor. They do embroidery and monogramming. Come and see their selection of comfortable jeans, heavy canvas bags, lamps, art, scratch-made soap scents, natural soy candles. Find the perfect curtains, blinds, and shutters for your home.
Sounds great. I know where I can get my wife a gift and save money. Please don't tell her.
Joe, you like to eat, don't you?
You bet.
Save money at the Big City Pizza Company in Danville. Another new way to save.
I'd love to have some of their 3-cheese mac and cheese pizza.
Well, get over to HometownLive.net and save on Big City Pizza with a $10 gift certificate for just $7.
I'm on it. Pizza night tonight at the Mathis house.
You, too, can save with more big deals at HometownLive.net. Lots of discounts like Bread of Life, Sweets by Cindy, O'Charlie's, Applebee's, the Old Bus Station, and A&L Accessories.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Well, that's nice of you, Rebecca. Brought to you by Cattleman's Roadhouse. Treat yourself to a delicious meal at Cattleman's. Their burgers are all natural beef that's certified, humanely raised, and never any antibiotics. Cattleman's Roadhouse, Danville Bypass. A great steak is truly just the beginning. You get sunshine, a high of 80, low tonight 62. Sunshine tomorrow, 79. Sunshine Saturday, 78. Sunshine Sunday, and 78. Right now it's 7:47 in the morning. It's 67 degrees in Danville. Mimi Becker's on the telephone. Good morning, Mimi. How are you?
Just fine, thanks.
what's going on in the arts world. School's back in session, but typically that's when all activities start to kind of crank up. So the Scarlet Cup Theater opens its season tonight at the Dollhouse with the Great American Dollhouse Museum with a production of A Doll's House by Ibsen. So it's a very a lot of people think they know this play. They think, well, my gosh, maybe I read that play in high school. It was written in 1870s, believe it or not, and the theme is so current. It was considered quite controversial at the time in the 1870s, as this young wife kind of struggled with how to help her family and how to play the role of what was expected at the time. So tickets are available either online at danvillearts.org on the ticket tab, or you can take your chances and come to the show at 7:30, and there could be some seats left. But I really suggest that you get your tickets in advance. The seating of the play is very kind of interactive. So, Dollhouse at the Dollhouse Museum tonight, 7:30. Runs this weekend and next weekend. So, next weekend is obviously a big weekend for the Arts Commission and the community, along with Farmers Market, the Chamber, and with the sponsorship of Whitaker Bank. Constitution Square Festival 2023, 9 to 5, September 16th. So 1 week from this Saturday, coming up, be there. You'll have a great time. New vendors, food, music, Farmers Market vendors, of course. So it'll be a great event. We have a new exhibit that is coming into the schoolhouse, and I'm inviting the public. The theme of this is My Hometown. So if you have a piece of art, if you are an artist and you have made something that is kind of reflective of your hometown, it doesn't have to be this hometown. One of the most lovely pieces that came in just this week, a woman from San Francisco, a woman from Owensboro, painted a portrait of the river and the bridge over the river in Owensboro. So it's quite lovely. So that was her hometown. So anybody, if you're interested, just give me a call or email me, and you can be included in something that reflects your hometown. Then, final little piece, our student art exhibits series has started. This year we are featuring Bergen Independent Schools. The teacher is Allison Gibson, and because they've been in school for a month almost, well, actually a month already, they had some wonderful art to share. It is exhibited on display in the window at Raymond James on Main Street in Danville. It's absolutely lovely. Just go take a look, and the artists, the kids' names are listed so that people can know who we have in this community, and we include Bergen. I have a real soft spot in my heart, of course, for Bergen, and thought that it would be wonderful to give that smaller town an opportunity to have exhibits in a little bit larger venue. Plus, Raymond James is part of the Farmers Network, and Farmers Service in Bergen. So that's my story this week.
There you go. We love it. Mimi Becker, Danville, Boyle County Arts Commission. Mimi, people have any questions, how can they get in touch with you?
Arts at historicdanvilleky.com. Follow us on Facebook. We have postings of various activities, and that will also give you a way to comment or to reach me on Messenger. Also, danvillearts.org is our website. So I'm around.
There you go.
See you next Wednesday. If not this week,
okay.
See you next week at Constitution Square Festival.
Yes, we love it. Next Saturday, September 16th, Constitution Square. Con Square is back.
Con Square, yeah.
Yes, good. Mimi, appreciate it. We'll talk to you next week, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Bye. Mimi Becker, Danville, Boyle County Arts Commission, and we get an update from Mimi every Thursday morning at this time right here on The Joe Show. It's 7:52 in the morning, and here's some crazy news. The Great Wall of China was severely damaged the other day. Workers, I guess, were looking for a shortcut. I don't know the whole story. Looking for a shortcut through the wall or something like that, and they damaged the wall. That's the big story here, okay? The big story is the Great Wall of China has been damaged. And so now they got to hire a contracting company, or I don't know what they do in China when something's broke, something the government owns breaks. I don't know. They got to fix it, though. They got to hire somebody to come fix it. And it's inspired a brand new show called Fix the Great Wall, which is going to be almost like a drama, thriller, suspense-type show. Check out the ad. It's coming to HGTV.
Coming to HGTV, the renovation show you never expected. It's Fix the Great Wall or Get Executed. Watch as our team of renovators try to repair the damaged Great Wall before the person who caused the damage gets executed.
So what are we going to do here today?
I destroyed this part of the wall and was told by the party leader that if I didn't fix it, my family would be executed.
Gotcha. Well, I think we can...
But you must make haste, for if the party leader sees that the hole has not yet been repaired, my family and I will pay dearly.
Yeah, I hear you, but it's going to take some time to...
I see them over the horizon, coming to carry out the leader's orders. You have failed me. You have failed my family.
Bummer.
It's all coming up on Fix the Great Wall or Get Executed, only on HGTV.
There you go. So it's going to be a thriller suspense type show. All right, let's see what's going on out west where the weirdos live. Celebrities, the people so rich and so famous, they think their opinion matters more than others. They think we should listen to them. They're disassociated with reality. We're talking celebrity. All right, starting off with this, and there's already been a lot of speculation about what broke up the marriage of Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner. Well, here's a new one that popped up yesterday, a Ring doorbell camera. Hey, those Ring doorbell cameras catch a lot. That's how we found out our house was on fire. Rebecca saw it through our Ring doorbell camera back in April, so those things pick up a lot. TMZ claims to have heard from multiple sources that Joe caught Sophie either doing or saying something on a Ring doorbell camera that made him realize the marriage was over. There are no details beyond that, though. They did issue a brief statement saying, quote, after 4 wonderful years of marriage, we have mutually decided to amicably end our marriage. There are many speculative narratives as to why, but truly this is a united decision, and we sincerely hope that everyone can respect our wishes for privacy for us and for our children. Here's a sad story that ends up being a good story. Kourtney Kardashian opened up yesterday about her recent medical emergency. It turns out her unborn child with Travis Barker needed life-saving surgery. She didn't specify what was wrong, but it sounds like everything's okay because she said, quote, walking to the hospital with my baby boy in my tummy and safe was the truest blessing. She added, quote, as someone who has had 3 really easy pregnancies in the past, I was not prepared for the fear of rushing into urgent fetal surgery. I don't think anyone who hasn't been through a similar situation can begin to understand that feeling of fear. I have a whole new understanding and respect for the mamas who have had to fight for their babies while pregnant. Travis tweeted, quote, God is great. I flew home from a life-threatening emergency surgery for our baby, and I'm so grateful it went well. I want to say thank you for all the support. The tour resumes on Friday. And Disney Plus is discounting their basic package until September the 20th in hopes of gaining more subscribers for their ad-supported level of Disney Plus. It's usually $7.99, but for a limited time, it can be purchased for $1.99 a month. That reduced rate's good for 3 months and is also available for new and returning subscribers. The service has new content for this month to sweeten the deal. Yesterday, they added the live-action Little Mermaid, and next week, they'll add Pixar's Elemental. They're also adding new weekly episodes of the Star Wars series Ahsoka, or Ahsoka. I should know that being a Star Wars fan, but I haven't seen that series yet. Disney Plus is discounting their ad-supported package for a limited time. Kourtney Kardashian's unborn child needed life-saving surgery. And Joe Jonas may have caught something that Sophie Turner was saying or doing on a Ring doorbell camera that led to their divorce. That's what's going on in the world of weird. All right, Melton's Deli and Damn are the place to go for lunch later on this afternoon, and we're going to grab ourselves a great sandwich from that Melton specialty sandwich menu, like the number 6, the TB&S. I've never had the turkey, bacon, and Swiss before, and I feel like I need to try it out eventually. I talk about it a lot, but usually when I'm in Melton's, I'm usually at Melton's like once a week. All right, it's either the Big Daddy Club or the Reuben for me. But I need to try out the turkey bacon Swiss. Lightly smoked turkey, Swiss cheese, crisp bacon, lettuce, tomatoes, and mayonnaise, served in a buttery croissant. It's the turkey bacon Swiss. It's number 6 on the Melton's Deli menu, 247 East Main, 995 Ben Ally Drive. They also have their massive salads there at Melton's. These things are awesome. are picture perfect. They're so pretty you don't want to eat them. Like the way they have the salad organized, they have like the cheese in one corner and the ham in one corner and the eggs in one side and the bacon and the carrots and all that. And it's so well organized, looks like a picture. You don't want to eat it. Melton's Deli in Danville, turkey bacon Swiss or the chef salad. Get that at Melton's and tell them today you heard them right here on The Joe Show. Speaking of lunch, if you want free lunch, our Lee's Famous Recipe Lunch in the Office promo returns. Actually, today is the first day we'll give away chicken. So if you work in an office setting, or maybe it's a small business, up to 20 two-piece chicken dinners with drinks we will deliver to your business every Thursday for the next couple of months. So you can register to win this by sending in a letter. Email us, radio@hometownlive.net. Send us a letter as creative as possible. The more creative, the better. And if we select you, we'll let you know, announce it on the show, and we'll bring you 20 two-piece chicken dinners to your office for you and 19 of your best friends in the Lee's Famous Recipe Lunch in the Office promotion. Here's how it works.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah, Radio Rick.
Guess what? It's time for Lee's Famous Recipe Lunch in the Office again. Get up to 20 two-piece chicken dinners and tea. That's over $160 value. Absolutely free.
How does someone get these 20 two-piece chicken dinners, Rick?
They email us at radio@hometownlive.net or mail it 2063 Shakertown Road, Danville 40422. Why they deserve free lunch in the office. We'll draw the winner on Wednesday. We deliver on Thursday.
There you go. You can mail it too, but I mean, in the age of email, you can just shoot it over here as quick as you can, email-wise. So send us a letter, radio@hometownlive.net, an email about why you and your office deserves 20 two-piece chicken dinners from Lee's Famous Recipe right here in Danville. 8 o'clock in the morning, Top Hour News is right now.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 8 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. President Biden is heading overseas today after repeatedly testing negative for COVID. This after First Lady Jill Biden tested positive earlier this week. The president is due to fly out at Joint Base Andrews this afternoon en route to India, where he'll be attending the G20 summit. Following the G20 summit, he's scheduled to visit Vietnam on Sunday. Federal prosecutors plan to indict Hunter Biden by September 29th on gun charges. This, according to a court filing. The president's son had agreed to a plea agreement that would have spared him jail time for allegedly purchasing a gun as a drug user. The deal had Hunter Biden entering a diversion program, but the agreement fell apart in court in July. Pumpkin spice lattes may have arrived, but summer heat hasn't left us. Kristen Dahlgren reports from New England, a region not used to this kind of heat right now, along with the rest of the country, sweating.
September is late in the season for a heat wave here, but the World Meteorological Organization says it comes after the hottest August on record, the second hottest month ever, right behind this July.
Record-breaking heat continued for much of the U.S. on Wednesday, and more is on the way. The National Weather Service expects scorching temperatures to keep impacting millions through Friday in the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast, and through the weekend in and around Texas. Miserably hot weather will also return to the desert Southwest, where Phoenix will be under an excessive heat warning from Saturday morning through Sunday evening, with afternoon highs above 110. A federal judge is ordering the state of Texas to remove the so-called floating border wall. Brian Shook reports.
The Justice Department is suing to get the system of buoys out of the Rio Grande. There are allegations that Texas is violating international law. The buoys were launched over the summer near Eagle Pass, Texas, which has become a hotspot for illegal immigration.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
I heard about something called the Affordable Connectivity Program. It helps people save money on internet.
Where did you hear that?
On the internet.
I don't have the internet, but I'd like to.
You should apply to see if you're eligible. You could save $30 a month.
What's it called again? I want to sign up.
The Affordable Connectivity Program, or the ACP.
Get the internet you need for work, school, healthcare, and more. Sign up, connect, and save at getinternet.gov.
This is Kentucky, where the only thing ordinary is the unexpected.
I got everything you need.
Horse country, legendary distilleries, rivers to paddle, lakes to splash and relax. big city vibes, and small town charms. This is Kentucky. Come see for yourself. Plan your road trip at KentuckyTourism.com.
I got everything you need.
A Utah district court has recommended pretrial release for Ruby Franke, a parent and YouTuber accused of child abuse. Franke is known for her 8 Passengers YouTube channel, which features her kids. She was recently arrested after one of her children showed up at a neighbor's Utah house. Shelby Lofton with more.
A neighbor called 911 when he showed up at their house asking for food and water. Officers say his wrists were duct taped. He had wounds from being tied up across his body. Investigators say they found a 10-year-old girl inside the same house who was also malnourished.
Franke is facing 6 counts of felony second-degree child abuse. While a public safety assessment recommends pretrial release for Franke, it would involve restrictions, including monthly check-ins by phone. She's due to appear in court tomorrow afternoon. Using the internet is being linked to cognitive benefits to older people, according to new research. Mark Mayfield with more.
A study out last month in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that people between 50 and 65 who use the internet regularly see their chances of developing dementia drop by nearly 9%. People using the internet for more than 2 hours a day, however, saw their risk for dementia increase. I'm Mark Mayfield.
The Price is Right host Bob Barker is being remembered for his animal activism. Nika Magajes reports.
To honor the game show legend, PETA is hoping to rename a portion of Sunset Boulevard as Bob Barker Boulevard. Barker was famously known to sign off each episode with "Have your pets spayed and neutered."
They're less likely to roam, which means that they're less likely to become injured. You decrease the chances of them developing certain cancers.
Veterinarian Dr. Cynthia Metcalf with the Bradshaw Animal Shelter in Sacramento says spaying and neutering is key to keeping pets healthy and at home. PETA credits Barker for helping open its West Coast headquarters in Los Angeles. The television icon died last month at the age of 99.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TAXI for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TAXI for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TAXI.
The Parthenon, Greek, American eats, dine in or take out. Fresh from our family, fresh Mediterranean and American. A gathering place, always a treat. Specialty gyros, great burgers and fries. Whatever you're craving will satisfy. The Parthenon, Greek, American eats, dine in or take out. Fresh from our family.
In Danville, Lexington Road.
Local high school football and Hometown Radio Network.
This is Gary True, voice of the Mercer County Football Titans. Listen to every game on WHBN.
This is Scott Boland, voice of the Garrett County Golden Lions. Hear the games on Z105.
This is Joe Mathis, voice of the Danville Football Admirals. Listen to every Admiral game on AM 1230 WHIR.
This is Steve Bertram inviting you to join us for Boyle County High School football on Z105.
All games streamed live at hometownlive.net.
Good morning to you. Oh, sorry about that. That was loud in my headset, too. Good morning to you. It's Thursday. It's September the 7th, 090723 on your calendar today. A day where we get cloudy skies and should see sunshine later. We are in the 80s as a high. Forecast is coming your way. News comes up here first. News is now. This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. A big-time expansion of internet will affect multiple area counties. We told you about this yesterday, where it was announced that a record $386 million will be invested to expand access to high-speed internet in 46 counties, including in Mercer County. Yesterday, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman talked about that announcement, where the largest investment of all the counties was announced to be in Mercer.
We're going to bring high-speed internet to 3,300 homes in the county. I mean, that is major. For anybody, but certainly in rural Kentucky, that's a huge deal.
And Coleman teased that they aren't done yet.
It was the first round of announcements, so let me say that we're not done yet. We've got lots more good stuff coming.
Other area counties that received funding to increase high-speed internet included Garrett, Lincoln, and Casey counties. Beware of road closures in downtown Danville. The Streetscape project is continuing to come together, and some lane and road closures will be necessary to complete the project. Today, 2nd and Main will be closed. Then September 8th through 11th, 4th and Main. Be aware that the schedule may change based on weather and ground conditions, and you're asked to use caution when traveling through that area. August was another busy month for the Danville Police Department. Danville PD said in August they had just over 1,400 events they responded to, the majority of those being either community service calls from citizens or traffic stops. Sports betting is now legal in Kentucky. Beginning today, people can wager in person at select sites in the state. And to officially start the new beginning for Kentucky, Governor Andy Beshear will join local leaders at Turfway Park and Newport Racing and Gaming for a ribbon-cutting ceremony and to place the first bet as sports wagering becomes available at 10 o'clock this morning. I'm Joe Mathis.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
You need a stopper at the new Papa's Quick Stop for some knickknacks, gas and snacks, breakfast, lunch, and fried chicken with a bone. Papa's Quick Stop has a loyalty program, fast way to earn on every purchase you make. A swipe of your card is all it takes. Come see what they've done to the new place at Papa's Quick Stop. Come try their great breakfast, lunch specials, and save on all your gas, snacks, beer, and much, much more. Hey, Papa, can you stop at the Quick Stop in Danville, across from the fairgrounds? Now offering the full Candleberry collection. Candleberry at Papa.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or two or three or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at hometownlive.net.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
It's brought to you by Dexter and Reinmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. Proudly representing the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Ask if auto owners make sense for you. Call Mark or Chris, and we would love to give you a free quote. Dexter and Reinmeyer Insurance, 236-6686. I say we'd love to give you a free quote. I'm not part of the Dexter Reinmeyer team. They would love to give you a free quote. I would love to talk about it, though. All right, today, sunshine, a high of 80. Hello tonight, 62. Get some clouds mixed in there with it today. Tomorrow, you get mostly sunny, a high of 79 on Football Friday. Saturday, 78. Sunday, 78. Right now, it's 8:11 in the morning. It is a runner's mom and more. Ruby Klein-Eaton joins us this morning. Hello, Ruby. How are you?
Good morning. Wow. I want everybody to know it's the mobile mom taxi. I am headed home, but I am ready to give you a report.
Good. What do we got going on this week with this upcoming weekend?
Yeah, we've got lots of stuff happening, but very, very quickly, here a couple of weeks ago, we did the Cupcake Classic, and I was so proud of everybody who showed up and who donated, and I want everybody to know, because of that race for the visually impaired preschool system, we ended up donating $7,000.
Wow, $7,000 donated to where?
To VIPS, for the visually impaired preschool program.
Awesome.
So it was an amazing, and that's because of all of the runners and all of the sponsors. So thank you, everybody who showed up. And we had several people there from Danville, so I greatly appreciate everybody who showed up. This coming weekend, Friday night, tomorrow night, if you're not at a football game, come see me at Coldstream. We have an inaugural race called Together Against Trafficking 5K. I'm very honored to be there to do this for them, and also the latest group from A Running Start, which is a group of men and women who are going through their drug and alcohol addiction program. and they have graduated. They have been training for the last 6 weeks to do this race, so I'm honored to be there for them. Cool. And then Saturday morning, come and see me in Berea. We have got lots of things going on in Berea, and the festival is going on. They also have a half marathon and a 5K in Berea.
Wow.
So there's lots of things to do this weekend.
Awesome.
Don't forget, coming up next weekend, don't forget, we have the Constitution Square Festival, and the 5K is on Sunday. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody in Danville next weekend.
Yeah, awesome stuff. I like the 5Ks. There's been themes to them, Ruby, like raising money for certain things, visually impaired preschoolers. I think the other one was the end human trafficking that you mentioned after that the money's going to a good cause on top of it. So you get to get healthy and you get to feel good about where your money's going.
Absolutely. And keep in mind, I'm not sure who all is able to or who does any kind of a tax donation. All of these entities are 501c3. So, all of your money is tax deductible that you are spending on this race.
Ruby Klein-Eaton, the runner's mom, and more. Ruby, how can people get in touch with you if they have any questions?
You guys can feel free to give me a call or a text at 859-583-7852. I'm on all of the social medias. I'll be posting for them coming up because I am booked for the rest of the year. And I look forward to booking more in 2024.
There you go. Ruby, appreciate you being on. You have a good, fun, and a safe upcoming weekend. We'll talk to you again on Monday of next week, back on your regular scheduled time, okay?
The regular scheduled time.
Yes, ma'am.
Gamble, let's get up, get out, and get active.
All right, Ruby, talk to you later. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Ruby Klein-Eaton, a runner's mom, and more. All right, it's Thursday, September the 7th. Let's get a little sort of sports report news in here before we hop into the actual report. Let's talk about probably the least surprising news that you'll hear all week. If I were to ask you, if you're a big NFL fan, first of all, and you know about the players and all of that, and I were to ask you, what player, if one player in the NFL has said he has seen a UFO, what player do you think that would be? I would probably have two guesses. Jamal Williams may be one. Jamal Williams, a running back for the Saints who used to play for the Lions and even the Packers. But then my next guess, if he's not my first one, would be Aaron Rodgers. And honestly, I'm okay with Aaron Rodgers. Like, he was one of those that kind of, during the COVID-19 pandemic, spoke out about how some of these rules are just stupid. And he was right, they were. But he's a bizarre, weird guy. Aaron Rodgers is. And this is the least surprising news that you'll hear all week. Aaron Rodgers says he's seen a UFO. But it didn't happen recently after one of his retreats where he, goes into isolation or whatever he does. This was back in 2005, the year he was drafted by the Packers. On the final episode of HBO's Hard Knocks, Aaron said that he was at the home of a USC Berkeley teammate, and they had gone to bed. But they were awoken by the sound of an alarm in the distance. They went outside and saw a tremendously large object in the sky. Quote, it was like a scene on an Independence Day when the ships are coming into the atmosphere and creating this explosion-type fire in the sky. Eventually, it disappeared, but then 30 seconds later, they heard what sounded like fighter jets chasing after it. The next day, they looked for news reports or information on the object, but they came up empty. But he figures the alarm he heard was from a nuclear power plant because UFOs are often sighted around sources of energy like power plants and volcanoes. He adds, quote, whatever it was, I don't know, but it was definitely something unidentified, definitely flying and definitely a large object. Aaron Rodgers claims he once saw a UFO. Because Aaron Rodgers, of course, he would be the one to see a UFO. We'll see how he does, though, with the Jets. He is, without a doubt, certainly one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play in the NFL. What else is going on in the sort of sports report? Starting off with the NFL that used to require wide receivers to wear jersey numbers between 80 and 89. But then back in 2004, they let them also select the numbers 10 through 19. And by 2019, 80% of receivers were choosing the lower numbers. Why? Because they think it makes them appear slimmer and faster. And a UCLA study found people actually do see them that way, even if they're the same exact size as a guy that wears number 80 through 89. They said, quote, how we perceive the world is highly influenced by our prior knowledge. In our daily lives, numbers written on objects, on a bag of sugar in the supermarket, or weights in the gym, usually represent the magnitude of the objects. The higher the number, the bigger or more massive the object generally is. It's interesting, but I think maybe subconsciously I do that too. You know, like the best receivers wear number 11 or 18 or something like that. And some of the guys further deep down on the roster wear in the 80s to 89s. Used to not be that way, right? Jerry Rice wore number 80. Randy Moss wore number 84, but now I think it's the opposite way. You see the better players and faster, slimmer players is wearing the lower numbers. Hey, new reporting says that while there may be plenty of drama going on between the 76ers and James Harden, Joel Embiid wants no part of it. ESPN's Ramona Shelburne dug deep into the feud and says sources tell her that Embiid has, quote, given the franchise assurances that he is okay riding out the current drama with Harden. While Embiid has been careful not to take sides in the standoff, Embiid has tried to maintain a personal relationship with Harden, even inviting him to his wedding in July, though Harden opted not to attend. That's what's going on in this morning's Sort of Sports Report. Hey, Randy Graham and Randyisms is coming your way right after this.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. The National Football League season kicks off tonight as defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City entertains Detroit. Chiefs are favored by a touchdown over the Lions. On Sunday's schedule, the Bengals visit the Browns, the Steelers host the 49ers, and the Cowboys are at the Giants. Hometown Radio has 3 high school football games for you tomorrow night. Mercer County hosts Danville on WHBN-FM and WHIR-FM. Boyle County entertains unbeaten Scott County on Z105. Garrett County's at Somerset on the Golden Lions live stream. Other area action has Lincoln County at Bourbon County, Russell County at Casey County, Marion County at Washington County, Anderson County at Henderson County, and Grant County at Rockcastle County. Join us for high school football talk this evening, starting at 6 with Rebel Roundup from Old Bridge Grill and Restaurant as we take a look at Boyle County football. Then it's a look at Garrett County football on the Coach Spencer Crutchfield Show at 7 o'clock. It's all on Z105 and streaming at hometownlive.net. Kentucky tries to improve to 2-0 Saturday afternoon when they take on Eastern Kentucky University at Kroger Field in Lexington. Colonels were scorched by Cincinnati 66-13 in their opener. UK handled Ball State 44-14. Pre-game shows start at 1, kickoffs at 3 for Kentucky versus Eastern Kentucky Saturday on your home for Wildcat football, Z105. Yesterday in Major League Baseball, Cincinnati lost to Seattle 8-4. The Reds fell all the way to 5th place in the wild card chase. The Marlins and Diamondbacks won and moved past the Reds. Guardians edged the Twins 2-1 to pull within 6 games of first place Minnesota. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Brent Blevins, Public Health Director for your Boyle County Health Department. The health and safety of our residents is of great importance to me. Each year, lives are lost due to lung cancer, many of which are preventable. That is something that I would like to see change. Lung cancer deaths associated with smoking and exposure to radon gas are considered by the Environmental Protection Agency as the foremost contributing factors in causing lung cancer. This is where the Boyle County Health Department can help. We have smoking cessation classes beginning often, and the entire program only lasts 13 weeks. Imagine how much better you can feel in just a few short weeks. Also, our environmental staff has information on radon indoor air mitigation systems that can greatly reduce the risk of radon gas in your home. For more information on either of these programs, contact your Boyle County Health Department at 859-236-2053. Thank you.
Hi, this is Caraway. And Adeline. At Mattresses and More next door to Ace Hardware in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, come check us out. New merchandise arriving weekly and we sell off the floor. We offer layaway and 12-month same-as cash with approved credit. Come see our Nana for the best deal in town. You'll be glad you did.
Thanks, girls. Aren't they so sweet? Yes, more than a mattress store. That's living room suits, dining room suits, or just a single recliner. Mattresses and More, Houstonville Road, Danville.
So creamy it melts in your mouth. Mom Blakeman's candy.
Mom Blakeman's has made the world's best cream pull candy, and we have been making potato candy. We ship all over the world and have it in many retail stores. You are welcome to stop by our shop in Lancaster to sample or purchase any of our 7 flavors of cream pull candy and potato candy. We have a variety of tubs and tins available. Visit our website at momblakeman'scandy.com or call 800-542-4607.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
All right, then. It's brought to you by ADA Heating and Air. Trust ADA to be there when you need them the most. ADA is always on the way, folks. Call them 859-519-6382. And that's how you get in touch with ADA Heating and Air. Partly sunny, a high of 80, low tonight 62. Sunshine tomorrow, 79. Saturday, 78. Sunday, 78. Right now it's 66 degrees. Thursday, September the 7th. And looking at a mix of clouds and sunshine today, a great morning. I mean, great breeze. Nice feeling morning. This is a great morning, like Ruby says, to get up and get out and get active. And take your radios with you. Take your smartphones with you. It's just like a 9-second delay if you listen online on your smartphone to what I'm saying. So there's hardly any delay at all. It's not like it's going to affect your morning listening on a 9-second delay. So go for a walk, enjoy the morning, and we'll keep you updated here what's going on in the Danville, Boyle County area on The Joe Show. Right now, though, it's time for Randy Graham. Randyisms. The thoughts of Randy Graham. These, folks, are Randy Graham's thoughts.
Good morning, Sir Joe in the Know, and what another great day it is to get up and get at 'em. Well, Joe, on Tuesday I shared it was coming back. Yes, the virus, just in time for the presidential election. And then, lo and behold, in early afternoon on Tuesday, the White House announces that President Numbnuts will be masking up while indoors since his former mistress, Jill, has contacted COVID for the 3rd time. Now, I thought they were vaccinated with some 8 boosters. I mean, how could this be? Didn't even the Joe not so much in the know, meaning Joe Biden, call the pandemic of the unvaccinated, meaning people like you and I, Joe? No, we weren't a threat to society for not getting the jab, were we? The unvaccinated were a threat to the tyrannical authority exhibited by the Biden administration and His Royal Highness himself, our own man-child, meaning Governor Andy Beshear, talking real BS or BM to the second power of Beshear stuff and Biden malarkey. And all it's going to take is for Beshear to be reelected as governor, because it's risky to bring it out now before the election. I mean, too many raw wounds that can be opened, remembering his unconstitutional annex of arrogance determining whether you and your chosen profession was essential, while shutting down churches when people needed them the most. No, he'll wait and see if he wins, and if so, the tyranny will begin once again, since Beshear, like Fauci, has never seen a television camera he does not like. While Biden will have his reason to hide in the basement and not campaign. And mail-in voting and the garnishing of those votes will be heightened so more shenanigans can ensure Biden an electoral victory. By the way, did you see where a Wall Street Journal poll showed 73% of the American public feel Biden is too old to run? Of course, I don't believe it's that much related to his age as much as related to his mental cognizance, because the public knows many who are mentally sharp at Biden's age. For example, my 94-year-old father served as Frankfort's mayor until he was 83 and could have won re-election if he'd chosen to run, so sharp was his mental faculties. No, this is President Numbnuts' mental cognizance. And the term numbnuts has nothing to do with his mental decline. He was numbnuts since the first day he entered Congress. And the only reason he is able to stay and be reelected was because he is from such a small populated state where the political machine of the Democrat Party could manipulate the powers to be. And, of course, in spite of Biden's Injustice Department under Merrick Garland, turning the FBI or the federal bullies of intimidation loose to try and hide Biden's annex by manipulating the truth, through the art of questions, the truth is starting to come out regarding his corruption, thanks to our own congressional representative, Jamie Comer, who is chairing the House Oversight Committee. Of course, the mainstream media won't report on it so much, since they're in the tank with the Democrat Party, that one has to get the truth and expert commentary from here, Joe. Of course, that's all in who's doing the defining. No, not all will agree, but people have the right to be wrong in America. But that doesn't change the truth, does it? The truth being incontrovertible. Malice may attack it. Ignorance may deride it, but in the end, there it is. Yes, the facts don't lie. And if one asks enough questions, the truth will be made known. Like recently learning that Biden was using up to 5 pseudonyms, email names, like J.L. Peters, J.B. Ware, J.R.B. Ware, that meaning he was using phony email names to conduct government business while vice president. Did you hear about this? Even complimentary copying Hunter Biden on things regarding businesses with Ukraine. So our own Jamie Comer asked for the 5,000 emails from the National Archives. Really 5,400, which 200 alone went to one of Hunter's businesses, Rosemont Seneca, and other business members. And over 20 offshore family businesses where over $20 million was paid to 9 different Biden family members that we know of, according to bank records. With committee members saying they believe the payments to the crime family are in excess of $50 million. But Biden has claimed executive privilege, and the archives are saying they will not release the emails without not only Joe Biden's approval, but Obama's as well. And one outside source on a Freedom of Information request discovered 200 of the emails to Rosemont Seneca. All the content was redacted. I wonder why. So corrupt is the deep swamp that insulates the stench of the Biden White House. And why House Republicans must have an impeachment inquiry to find the truth, which will give them more legal power to investigate what looks more and more like illegal activity, compromising our national security. No wonder Biden is always eager to give money to Ukraine. He knows Zelensky knows, just as he knows the Chinese party leadership knows he's corrupt as well. Then Biden has the audacity and arrogance to go on vacation 384 days of his first term. When on vacations, when asked about Maui, he responds with no comment. But the real rub, which no one has mentioned except on this segment, Joe, is Biden smirks and smiles while saying no comment. Then offering only $700 one-time payment to Maui residents when we are paying the salaries of Ukraine bureaucrats to keep their country running. And then comparing a kitchen fire to what Maui residents experienced. And then when meeting with families of the 13 servicemen and women killed in the Afghanistan pullout debacle, as one mother recalled in a congressional hearing, that Biden had the audacity to lie and say his son Beau died in Iraq when she shared we all knew Beau died of cancer in the United States with his family around him, where this mother said my son died without his family around him. She said the audacity for the president to lie to my face. Well, welcome to Joe Biden's America. And no, Biden can't go to East Palestine, Ohio, after he promised he would for the train derailment. And when recently asked about it, he said he hadn't had the time, although he's had the time for 384 days of vacation. Then when recently being asked about it, he says, I was going to go this week until I was reminded I have to go around the world. Reminded he has to go around the world? Does anyone hear the sound of cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo? No wonder a recent poll showed 73% feel Biden was too old to run, while showing 60% of Republicans now supporting Trump. And the question is, after 4 indictments and 90 charges, why? Well, because even those who would rather support another Republican candidate are realizing that this is an attempt by the deep state to take Trump out. And what they may not realize is that many are coming to the conclusion that they will not sit idly by and allow an unequal Justice Department, weaponized by Biden's Attorney General Merrick Garland, who has turned the reputation of the FBI from the Federal Bureau of Investigation to the federal bullies of intimidation, where prosecutors are wanting to set court dates before Super Tuesday and the Iowa caucuses in an attempt to interfere with the election. So Republicans, as well as many independents, like myself, are saying, we will determine who our next president will be, and not you. So now they are playing another card, the 14th Amendment, where certain states may not allow Trump to be on the ballot, even when he hasn't been found guilty or charged in a way that would be associated with the 14th Amendment. Besides, the 14th Amendment was made in association with the Civil War to keep certain people who served in the Confederate government from running, as well as combating during the Reconstruction corruption like the Ku Klux Klan and the intimidation of the Democrat-controlled South from allowing blacks to vote. Because did you know blacks, due to Abraham Lincoln and the great black abolitionist Frederick Douglass, were Republicans? Yeah, there's just some history that's purposely forgotten and lost over the years. And while the hypocrisy of the National Democrat Party tried to hijack the name of Lincoln to the point they hung Lincoln's picture in the National Democrat headquarters, where they should arguably have hung the masked faces of the Ku Klux Klan. Because when you think about it, they seem to have an affinity for masking up, don't they? Where today they try and terrorize today's businesses and by setting street fires in an attempt to intimidate with their organizations that act as their stormtroopers, Antifa, and the communist-founded Black Lives Matter movement, just as they worked for the Southern politicians during the Southern Reconstruction after the Civil War. Even up until the 1920s, and not until the 1960s was it eliminated. So to deflect from his potential problems and to help ensure his reelection, the virus, as well as the face diapers, are making a miraculous resurgence, which will require the Biden to mask up, as well as Antifa marching in the streets if Trump is elected. Just like their Democrat predecessors mask up to hide their faces in the 1860s, in their attempt to intimidate and corrupt the voting rights of Americans who voted Republican. Interesting. The Republican Party of today has more in common with the freed slaves of the past in both our attempts to protect our voting rights and freedoms from unfair and unethical practices of Democrats. No wonder freedmen of the 1860s, like Lincoln, were all Republican.
Randy Graham, the thoughts of Randy Graham. Those are Randy Graham's thoughts. You get it Tuesdays and Thursdays right here on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. It's 8:33 in the morning. We've got Gardening with James. We've got Grub Gab as well. Coming up next.
Deal maker, Bob Allen.
Shop and save at Bob Allen GMC. Hi, I'm John Welsh. Lease a new 23 GMC Sierra 1500 4x4 for only $199 a month for 24 months. $53.17 plus first payment and taxes due at signing. 10,000 lease miles per year. Stock number 23327. Must be GM Lease Loyalty. Bob Allen GMC on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
Isaiah House provides holistic substance abuse treatment to help recovering addicts achieve sobriety for a lifetime.
If you're looking for treatment, if you're looking for help out there, and you're a woman, you can't do it by yourself. They will welcome you in with open arms and open hands right where you're at.
Kentucky Medicaid accepted for treatment. Call Isaiah House Treatment Center today, 859-375-9200. Isaiah House Treatment Center, real hope for addiction.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
A big-time expansion of internet will affect multiple area counties. We told you about this yesterday, where it was announced that a record $386 million would be invested to expand access to high-speed internet in 46 counties, including in Mercer County. Yesterday, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman talked about that announcement, where the largest investment of all the counties was announced to be in Mercer.
We're going to bring high-speed internet to 3,300 homes in the county. I mean, that is major. For anybody, but certainly in rural Kentucky, that's a huge deal.
And Coleman teased that they aren't done yet.
It was the first round of announcements, so let me say that we're not done yet. We've got lots more good stuff coming.
Other area counties that received funding to increase high-speed internet included Garrett, Lincoln, and Casey counties. Beware of road closures in downtown Danville. The Streetscape project is continuing to come together, and some lane and road closures will be necessary to complete the project. Today, 2nd and Main will be closed. Then September 8th through 11th, 4th and Main. Be aware that the schedule may change based on weather and ground conditions, and you're asked to use caution when traveling through that area. August was another busy month for the Danville Police Department. Danville PD said in August they had just over 1,400 events they responded to, the majority of those being either community service calls from citizens or traffic stops. Sports betting is now legal in Kentucky. Beginning today, people can wager in person at select sites in the state. And to officially start the new beginning for Kentucky, Governor Andy Beshear will join local leaders at Turfway Park and Newport Racing and Gaming for a ribbon-cutting ceremony and to place the first bet as sports wagering becomes available at 10 o'clock this morning. I'm Joe Mathis.
Hey, Joe, did you know Big Deals has got something new?
Where can I save money now, Radio Rick?
We've got the Anderson Lifestyle Boutique in Danville. Buy a $50 gift certificate for a Big Deals price of just $35.
Sounds awesome. What do they have?
They offer jewelry, apparel, gifts, and home decor. They do embroidery and monogramming. Come and see their selection of comfortable jeans, heavy canvas bags, lamps, art, scratch-made soap scents, natural soy candles. Find the perfect curtains, blinds, and shutters for your home.
Sounds great. I know where I can get my wife a gift and save money. Please don't tell her.
Joe, you like to eat, don't you?
You bet.
Save money at the Big City Pizza Company in Danville. Another new way to save.
I'd love to have some of their 3-cheese mac and cheese pizza.
Well, get over to hometownlive.net and save on Big City Pizza with a $10 gift certificate for just $7.
I'm on it. Pizza night tonight at the Mathis house.
You, too, can save with more big deals at hometownlive.net. Lots of discounts like Bread of Life, Sweets by Cindy, O'Charlie's, Applebee's, the Old Bus Station, and A&L Accessories.
Boyle County's our home.
so let's keep it clean.
Be a better recycler. Learn what you can take to the Boyle County Convenience Centers and Recycling Center. Download the new free app, Boyle County Recycling, for Apple and Android phones. The app features the Waste Wizard, where you can search any item and what to do with it. Also, play the sorting game. Download the app and be a better recycler for Boyle County.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
All right, then, brought to you by the Big Deals online store. Go to hometownlive.net. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big-time discounts. Save up to 50% every single day. Big Deals online store is at hometownlive.net. Cloudy skies today, a high of 80. Low tonight, 62. Should see sunshine later. Tomorrow, sunshine and 80. Saturday, sunshine, 78. Sunday, sunshine and 78. Right now, it's 8:38. Let's give you the big deal of the day, or at least big deal of the hour. Applebee's Grill and Bar gift certificate, $10 value, yours for $7.50. So buy a handful of them, really save some money. On our Big Deals website at hometownlive.net, one of the many great deals that we have on our Big Deals website. Phone number to call in this morning, 238-9447. That's 238-WHIR. Pim Ding Dong. Pim Pfister Clark has Wedding Planning with Pim.
Hi, I'm Pim Pfister Clark, and this is Wedding Planning with Pim. Your wedding is a gathering of friends and loved ones on your behalf. To make these important folks feel special, add these 2 personal touches to your wedding festivities. If you're the bride, a short while before the wedding, join with some women friends for a special ceremony. Ask each woman to bring with her a natural object, a shell, leaf, or stone. Sitting in a circle, ask each woman to speak a blessing symbolized by the object. Then gather the items into a velvet bag to keep. Would you like a way to make a special tribute to your parents during your ceremony? If your father is giving you away, you might turn to him before commencing with the formal part of the ceremony and make a statement of gratitude for being such a great dad, a wonderful example of a loving man. Then turn to your mom and say something like, "Thanks, Mom, for always taking such good care of me. I wouldn't be here today without all the love you've showered on me." Then turn to your fiancé's parents and thank them for the wonderful person you're about to marry. Your fiancé might turn and say something similar to his parents and then to yours. The point here is to give a very specific expression of appreciation that tells your parents how much you treasure and value them for all they did to bring you to this place. My love note for today: include appreciation in your celebration.
Get the one and done you want for your dog's monthly protection. New NexGard Plus, Afoxolon or Moxidectin, and Pyrantel chewable tablets. NexGard Plus chews protect against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms, all with one delicious beef-flavored soft chew. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Diarrhea, vomiting, lethargy, and itching may be seen. Ask your vet about new NexGard Plus chews.
Happy 62nd birthday, Granddad.
Thanks, sweetheart.
I got you this.
A mug. Oh, thank you. What does it say? Beware. If you are 60 or older, you may be at increased risk of hospitalization from RSV, respiratory syncytial virus, compared to adults younger than 60.
Not all dangers come with warning labels. Talk to your pharmacist or doctor about getting vaccinated against RSV today. Learn more at bewareofrsv.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
Hi, this is Caraway and Adeline at Mattresses and More next door to Ace Hardware in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, come check us out. New merchandise arriving weekly and we sell off the floor. We offer layaway and 12-month same-as cash with approved credit. Come see our Nana for the best deal in town. You'll be glad you did.
Thanks, girls. Aren't they so sweet? Yes, more than a mattress store. That's living room suits, dining room suits, or just a single recliner. Mattresses and More, Houstonville Road, Danville.
At Old Charlie's, that's where you'll find me. That southern flavor got me saying, hey, y'all.
Get Old Charlie's original chicken tenders paired with our famous mouth-watering honey mustard dipping sauce. Try tenders at Old Charlie's. Oh, that's good.
We love NASCAR. Catch the races here on WHIR AM 1230.
All right. 8:41 in the morning. This is Queen. By the way, the Queen cover band, Killer Queen, coming to Norton Center for the Arts at the end of this month. And we're going to be having an interview with the lead singer, the frontman who portrays Freddie Mercury from Killer Queen. His name is Patrick. His name has completely left me. Patrick is his first name, though. I know that. I'm going to interview him. And it's going to be Thursday, September 14th in the 9 o'clock hour. I think 9:10 to 9:30 we have that scheduled. So we'll have Patrick from Killer Queen who portrays Freddie Mercury. This is the world's most renowned Queen cover band. This is a big get for Norton Center for the Arts. So if you're a Queen fan, make sure you book tickets for that. It's later on in the month, but also tune in a week from today, September 14th, for the interview with Patrick, who again portrays Freddie Mercury. Right now it's 8:42 in the morning. We're going to see what's going on in the world of food. We got a little grub gab action for you, ladies and gentlemen, where you can just eat it. Starbucks adds the comforting flavors of fall to its bakery menu with the arrival of the new baked apple croissant and the return of the pumpkin cream cheese muffin and owl cake pop. Starbucks baked apple croissant features layers of croissant dough filled with a warm apple filling, then sprinkled with sugar and baked to a golden brown finish. The pumpkin cream cheese muffin is a pumpkin spice flavored muffin topped with sweet cream cheese filling and a sprinkling of chopped spice pepitas, or pepita, I don't know what that is. And lastly, the Owl Cake Pop is a returning seasonal treat that features vanilla cake mix with buttercream and dipped in a purple chocolatey icing and decorated with an owl face design. In addition, participating Starbucks locations also have the fan favorite pumpkin and pepita loaf, which is available year-round and features gently spiced pumpkin bread topped with crunchy pumpkin seeds. Wendy's offers a taste of fall in every spoonful and every sip with the launch of the new Pumpkin Spice Frosty and new Pumpkin Spice Frosty Cream Cold Brew beginning on Tuesday of next week. Wendy's Pumpkin Spice Frosty features the signature creamy texture Frosty fans know and love, blended with hints of pumpkin and a combination of warm spices like cinnamon and nutmeg. Served over ice, the Pumpkin Spice Frosty Cream Cold Brew takes the same syrup from the Pumpkin Spice Frosty and merges it with smooth cream cold brew and classic Frosty creamer to deliver the perfect pumpkin pick-me-up. The Pumpkin Spice Frosty Cream Cold Brew available to order alongside the brand's core Frosty Cold Brew flavors like vanilla, chocolate, and caramel, and they also have the Pumpkin Spice Frosty available too, so brand new Frosty flavor. And Red Robin is offering the new dine-in deal where they're offering a $10 gourmet cheeseburger every Tuesday at participating locations in Colorado, Florida, and Washington. Well, that didn't apply to us, but if you're in Colorado, Florida, or Washington, you can get a $10 gourmet cheeseburger at Red Robin on Tuesdays. Red Robin's gourmet cheeseburger features an all-natural 100% beef patty topped with your choice of cheese, lettuce, tomato, pickle, relish, and mayonnaise with bottomless French fries. Pretty cool. That's what's going on in Grub Gab, the world of food. You get gourmet cheeseburgers at Red Robin, but only in certain states. Wendy's Pumpkin Spice Frosty is here. Starbucks adds new baked apple croissant and brings back the pumpkin cream cheese muffin. And that's what's going on in Grub Gab, the world of food, James, where you can just eat it.
And now, for the next few minutes, the man with the jolly green thumb and the big straw hat is going to tell us where it's at. Gardening with James, that's the name. Growing good food, that's our aim. Working in our garden every day. Well, we might not be all that pretty, but we don't mind getting all dirty and gritty. Growing our food the natural way.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yes, we're gardening with James, the natural way. Let's dig it, James.
What's up with James, the gardener, today?
Oh, a nice, cool day.
Yes.
Be able to get outside and, get those fall projects started ahead of time. And, because if you do it now, say in the next 2 or 3 weeks, you won't have to worry about it in October.
Mm-hmm.
Where, now you can get ready to get set up for your Halloweens and all your different events. But at least your yard will be straight. You don't have to worry about it. If you need some trees that need to be cut back or cut off your house, get that kind of stuff out the way, because now we're moving out of the spring and summer and the fall part of it, which, it won't be long before it gets cold.
Yeah.
You know, and there's nothing worse than, you know, you're sitting in your house and you keep hearing this, you know, winds blowing, branches going up against the house. So always look up in your trees when you go outside to your yard and stuff. Look up there and see what's going on. If there's dead branches, any of those kind of things, because now you have to start thinking about the snow and stuff that may be coming. So try to get those basic things out the way. And last thing, Day of Action is coming up September 12th, I think. And call up to United Way and talk to Stephanie and try to get your project involved, because they could always use more projects. So try to get as many projects for them to do. That's it.
Garden with James, Tuesdays and Thursdays, right here on the Joe Show at this time.
Yes, sir.
All right, James. Are you a fan of pumpkin spice flavored things? You like pumpkin flavored things?
Not particularly.
Okay.
I've tried them once or twice, but not too bad.
You'd rather not, though?
I'm not going to make a special trip.
I mean, like if it's there, you'll have it.
Yeah.
That's the only selection, okay? But you probably won't select it if it's there. If there's other selections,
right?
Okay. I like pumpkin flavored things, but particularly during like the first couple of weeks of the football season,
right?
Because I feel like it's fall, right? So it's going to be 80 degrees today, which doesn't really harken to me pumpkin spice flavored things. To me, like 50s, that's pumpkin spice flavored things.
That'd be the
It's
time.
the first game of the NFL season tonight. I love the NFL. The Chiefs and Lions play tonight.
That's going to be a good one.
Should be a good one. The Lions are supposed to be a lot better this year. Of course, the Chiefs have won 2 of the last 3 Super Bowls. And then you got that starting up. You got high school football tomorrow. So I'm ready to get home tonight after Jack's baseball practice. I'm going to turn the football game on. I'm going to have me a little pumpkin spice flavored whatever snack I'm going to have, because I don't care if it's 80 degrees or not. It's football season.
Right.
So we're celebrating football season with pumpkin spice flavored things.
Okay. Well, but I'm like you. Like say, if it's there, I'll drink it.
Yes.
But I'm not going to make a special trip to go buy one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, James, here's a new trend. See what you think about this. What's your gut instinct on this, James? Good or bad? The newest food trend on TikTok is to add tea bags to a bottle of Sprite. You can use 7-Up to any lemon lime soda. It doesn't have to just be Sprite. Basically, you're just making caffeinated iced tea with a citrusy twist built in. You can use any tea, but the TikTok hack suggests specifically 2 bags of Lipton black tea. You're a big tea drinker.
Right.
You've always got tea in that thermos back behind you bring in here.
Right.
You open up a 20-ounce bottle of Sprite. You drink a little bit to make room. You add 2 tea bags.
Okay.
You turn the bottle over and let them steep in the fridge for 20 minutes.
Okay.
Then you squeeze some lemon juice in it and you pour that over ice. A restaurant in Malaysia posted a video of this back in July. TikTok just latched onto it a couple of weeks ago. James, what do you think about it? Putting tea bags in a bottle of Sprite. You then, again, you don't shake the bottle, but you flip it over gently and then put it in the fridge for 20 minutes. Let it steep.
Right.
Then you pull it out. You pour it over a glass of ice, and you have a caffeinated iced tea with a citrusy twist built in.
I might try that.
That sound pretty good to you?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Could have had that in Grub Gab, couldn't we?
Yeah, they could do that.
Yeah. Hey, the NFL season starts tonight. Once again, hard to believe that it's already NFL season. I've been waiting on this night a long time. We had our fantasy draft a week ago tonight. So once you have your fantasy football draft, for those who play fantasy football, it's like you can't wait for the season to begin because you want to see how your fantasy team is going to do.
Ready to go.
The first game tonight between the Chiefs and Lions, and there's a new analysis out on the most annoying fan bases in the NFL. And you know it's legit because they based it on social media posts, which is where sports fans are the most annoying.
Yeah.
Social media.
Yeah.
There and at Buffalo Wild Wings. But it's social media, especially Twitter or X or Facebook, that's where fans get annoying. So here we go, James.
Okay.
A top 10 list of the most annoying fan bases in the NFL. We got a lot of Bengals fans around here, right? Just naturally being close geographically to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Well, close to Bengals fans, and a lot of them around here. So here we go, top 10. I wish I had the top 10 countdown music playing. Maybe, I'll tell you what, I'm going to take a commercial break, come back. We'll go cue up the top 10 countdown music to make it official.
Okay.
It's not a top 10 countdown unless you have the top 10 countdown music playing.
Might as well.
So if we're going to do it, we might as well do it right,
Do
okay?
it right. That's
so
right.
we're going to have a top 10 countdown. By the way, James, do you have a guess? Who would you think is the most annoying NFL fan base? Do you have a guess?
Maybe Philly.
Philadelphia Eagles, a good one. That's a good one. Philly sports fans are notoriously known for being nasty.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They'll boo their own players. They won't care.
They don't.
I mean, they don't care how much they're paying them. They make one mistake, they're done with them. Be gone.
Yeah.
Ship them off somewhere else. We're done with them.
Yeah.
I would say probably Dallas Cowboys.
That's another
They
good
haven't
one.
won anything in 30 years.
And they've got a lot to say.
And they still chirp every year that this is their year. So I think Dallas Cowboys are certainly up there. I used to think Bengals fans were much worse when I was in high school than they are now. I actually think Bengals fans have tamed down a little bit.
I think you're right.
Since they've gotten good. It was like when they were horrible, they were more nasty about it because they wanted to be good so bad, and they just were awful every single year.
Yeah.
And they were nasty about it. I think Bengals fans are more tolerable now, and I don't mind rooting for the Bengals.
Yeah.
There was a time when I wished the Bengals lost every single game. I went to a Bengals game when they played the Falcons. I had some nasty stuff done behind my back to me.
Yeah.
They called security up there. Security high-fived the guy. It's like Bengals fan, like what are we doing here, guys?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But you also have to understand there's 16 NFL, now 17 NFL games a year.
Mm-hmm.
You get 8 of those at home.
Yeah.
So if it's your favorite sport, you get 8 times a year to watch your favorite team in person out of 52 weeks of the year.
Yeah.
So I get why they can be, NFL fans can be more nasty than most because you only get 8 times to see them, and here's someone else rooting for the other team out of the 8 times of the year you get to see them.
Yep.
With that said, I think Bengals fans are more tolerable now. They expect to win now. They're good.
Yeah,
I think they can go overboard with the Joe Burrow stuff, and I think Joe Burrow's good, but it can be a little nauseating. Joey B.
Yeah.
Joey B's the man.
Yeah.
He's cool. He smoked a cigar in the locker room after they won the national championship. I think that could be a little nauseating. But for the most part, I'm okay with Bengals fans.
Yeah.
But my guess, Cowboys, your guess is Eagles.
Yeah.
We'll have a top 10 countdown of the most annoying NFL fan bases coming up next. The decisions at breakfast are tough, but Wendy's makes it a little bit easier with their 2 for $3 biggie bundles. And what we mean by this is you pick any 2 of these items, you get it for $3. The small seasoned potatoes they have, their breakfast side, sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, and a medium hot coffee. Any 2 of those, you get them for $3. You can have a sausage biscuit or an egg cheese biscuit. You can have 2 sausage biscuits. You can have 2 seasoned potatoes. You can have a seasoned potatoes and a coffee. You can have a coffee and an egg cheese biscuit. Whatever you want, any combination. 2 of those for $3. The choice is all yours. And you can also add the brand new Frosty Cream Cold Brew to your order. Available in vanilla, caramel, and chocolate. Their new Frosty Cream Cold Brew is a morning maker, puts other post-lunch pick-me-ups down, and makes for a tasty late-night drink. It's available all day at Wendy's, not just a breakfast item. It's an all-day thing. The 2 for $3 biggie bundles and the Frosty Cream Cold Brew at Wendy's in Danville. Tell them you heard it this morning on The Joe Show.
Every fan knows the advantages of playing on their home field. Hi, I'm Patrick McClure from McClure Bailey. Proud to be a lifelong resident of Danville and Bull County. Our firm can provide a variety of services to meet the legal needs of you and our community. We're all local attorneys. We understand the needs of the people from Danville and Bull County because we are people of Danville and Bull County. Call the hometown team of McClure Bailey at 236-8888. Now located at 426 South 4th Street, just south of downtown Danville. Go Ads, go Cats, and go Rebels. This is an advertisement.
I went to ride Hatfield Chevrolet, and they had me
driving in my car, going very far, down the street in my car.
If you want to ride, go to RodHatfieldChevy.com. Rod Hatfield Chevrolet, Lexington, Kentucky.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
All right, brought to you by our friends over at Cattleman's Roadhouse. Treat yourself to a delicious meal at Cattleman's, where their steaks are aged 28 days, James.
Okay. 28 days.
They're hand-cut. They're second to none in tenderness and flavor. Cattleman's Roadhouse, Danville Bypass. A great steak is truly just the beginning. Here we go. Sunshine, a high of 80. Seeing some sunshine now. Tomorrow, partly sunny, 79. Saturday, 78. Sunday, 78. Right now, it's 8:56 in the morning. We better get on this top 10 countdown. Top 10 most annoying NFL fan bases according to social media posts.
Top 10 countdown.
So again, here we go. Top 10 countdown. The most annoying NFL fan bases, of course, starting off with the least. Well, it's not the least annoying. They're still top 10, but the least of the top 10 annoying.
Right.
Here we go. Number 10.
Number 10.
The Baltimore Ravens fans coming in number 10. Now, they got some confidence. They got a quarterback in Lamar Jackson who just signed a big, massive deal. They've had some success in the past. They've won a Super Bowl, right? They won 2 Super Bowls, actually. So they have a reason to have some confidence.
Yeah, let's go.
The Baltimore Ravens at number 10. I think for Bengals fans, they're going to be most shocked by a team that's not on this list. And I really think it's geographically, right? Because I think Bengals fans, I think there's one specific team that Bengals fans just hate. They just hate them. And part of it's probably because they wish they had the success this team had, and they haven't.
Okay.
And this team's had success, and they've won, and the Bengals have never won a Super Bowl, and so they're furious with this team. But they're not on the list. We'll talk about it in a second.
Number 9.
Number 9, New York Giants fans. The New York Giants come in at number 9 on our top 10 countdown. The most annoying fan bases, sorry. And then close to number 9.
Number 8.
New York Jets fans coming in at number 8.
Yeah,
number 8.
Yeah.
Number 7 on our top 10 most annoying fan bases.
Number 7.
The Chicago Bears. That's a team that has a loyal fan base, and they can't stand it when they lose.
No.
And they never were able to figure out Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers when Rodgers was there. The Bears could not. In fact, Rodgers called himself the Bears' daddy. That's number 7.
Number 6.
Sorry to break it to you, Bengals. You're number 6 on our top 10 most annoying fan bases in the NFL. Cincinnati Bengals fans coming in number 6. So for me, they're more tolerable now that they're better. For the rest of the NFL world, they're less tolerable now that they're good. They don't like the Bengals fans are annoying. They have confidence. They're chirping. Again, they're talking about their quarterback, Joey B. He's the greatest thing since sliced bread. So top 10, the Bengals come in number 6 most annoying fan bases.
Number 5.
Number 5, the Green Bay Packers come in at number 5. Again, a team that's had a ton of success. Of course, they had Aaron Rodgers there for the longest time. Rodgers is now with the New York Jets, and so they felt like they had the greatest quarterback ever. He's gone. We'll see if that annoyance keeps up here this season. The Packers coming to number 5.
Number 4.
Kansas City Chiefs fans coming to number 4. They have a lot to be confident about anyway. I mean, they've won 2 of the last 3 Super Bowls. They have the best quarterback in the NFL without a doubt, Patrick Mahomes. Chiefs fans coming in at number 4, the most annoying fan bases in the NFL.
Number 3.
Buffalo Bills fans coming in at number 3, the Bills Mafia. They are insane in Buffalo before games. They're jumping on tables. They're setting fires. They just cannot wait to watch the Bills lose their playoff game because that's what they do every year. Josh Allen, their quarterback, is great. Then it comes to the playoffs, and they can't win. Buffalo Bills fans at number 3. Number 2. Philadelphia Eagles. James, you guessed the Philadelphia Eagles at number 1. They come in at number 2, so you're real close. And they've got to be real close to number 1 because when you think of nasty fans, Philadelphia fans, really, they top the list. But number 1. The team I mentioned, they haven't won anything worthwhile in 30-plus years, and they think every year they are just God's given team to the earth to win, the Dallas Cowboys. If you're looking just outside the top 10, Radio Race Cleveland Browns coming to number 11, which is interesting because they haven't won anything like ever.
Yeah,
Tells you how their fans are annoying. The top 10 countdown, Bengals coming to number 6. The Steelers are not on the list. That's the team I was talking about. Yes, not on the list. 9 o'clock in the morning. Here's news.
9 WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 9 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. The first televised hearing in former President Trump's election interference case in Georgia has wrapped up. Fulton County Judge Scott McAfee denied one of Trump's co-defendants, lawyer Kenneth Chesbrough, a motion to sever his case.
I'll deny Mr. Chesbrough's motions to sever from Ms. Powell. I'll deny in part. The plan will be to enter a scheduling order for Ms. Powell mirroring that of Mr. Chesbrough with the October 23rd date holding.
McAfee said he will later decide on whether to sever the case of the other defendant, lawyer Sidney Powell. Chesbrough and Powell pleaded not guilty to racketeering, and they are just 2 of Trump's 19 co-defendants in the case. Prosecutors revealed a joint trial for all 19 defendants would take about 4 months. President Biden heads overseas today. He's due to fly out of Joint Base Andrews this afternoon en route to India, where he will attend the G20 summit. Following the summit, the president is scheduled to visit Vietnam on Sunday. The manhunt for an escaped murderer in Pennsylvania is entering day 8. Danielo Cavalcante escaped a week ago from the Chester County Prison. That's about 25 miles west of Philadelphia. New video of his escape shows Cavalcante using the same route as another inmate who broke out in May. The calendar says summer is almost over, but millions of Americans aren't getting any relief from the heat. Meteorologist Michelle Grossman.
96 degrees in Washington, D.C., mid-90s for folks that are headed to the U.S. Open today. We're going to see really uncomfortable conditions in New York once again. New Orleans, 95, but feels like 107 this afternoon. And, of course, the triple digits on tap for folks all across parts of Texas. That goes for tomorrow, too.
Wendy's is getting into the pumpkin spice game this fall. The hamburger chain has announced that a new pumpkin spice frosty flavor will be available next Tuesday. The company says the frozen treat introduces hints of pumpkin flavor and spices like cinnamon and nutmeg. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you know that these days, generating growth is a challenge. By teaming with Bank of America, you'll not just stay ahead of the curve, you'll move it. With access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2023 Bank of America, N.A.
PayrollTaxCreditRefund.com. The ERC, sometimes called ERTC, Employee Retention Tax Credit Refund Program, part of the government's CARES Act, that refunds up to $26,000 per W-2 employee. This is not alone. Not PPP, the Paycheck Protection Program. ERC refunds are paid from the payroll tax that your business paid the IRS for on behalf of your W-2 employees. This is your money. PayrollTaxCreditRefund.com. Our goal is to get your business the largest refund allowable by IRS rules, and you keep it. PayrollTaxCreditRefund.com.
COVID cases are on the rise in California, and it's having an effect on high school sports in Ventura County. Daniel Martindale with more.
Santa Paula High School has canceled Friday's football game against La Cañada High School because of a COVID outbreak. There are at least 20 positive cases between the football team and cheerleaders. At least a dozen players were feeling symptoms as of Wednesday. I'm Daniel Martindale.
California is close to passing a bill to legalize psychedelics. Bree Tennis with details.
Senate Bill 58 would make 5 naturally occurring psychedelics okay for personal use for those over the age of 21. Among the approved, magic mushrooms, which have mind-altering properties. The bill passed the Assembly and returns to the Senate for final sign-off before heading to the governor for his final review. The bill does come with opposition. A coalition of health professionals, scientists, and advocates say passing SB 58 could have dangerous and deadly consequences. They're calling for more safety measures before moving forward with the bill.
The Belmont Stakes could be on the move for the next 2 years. Paul DeCastro with more.
The New York Racing Association is pushing to move the third and final leg of Thoroughbred Racing's Triple Crown Series to Saratoga Racecourse. That's because Belmont Park is headed for renovation following the approval of the state's budget, which included a $455 million loan to NYRA for the project. The move to Saratoga, which had already been committed to for 2025, is subject to the approval of an oversight board and the New York State Gaming Commission. A final decision is expected in the coming months.
The NFL's opening game kicks off tonight. Jay Gray in Kansas City.
The city, awash in Chiefs red, flags and cheerleaders turning parks and street corners into kickoff eve pep rallies. The visiting Lions are feeling the energy of the first game, too.
Michael Kastner, NBC News.
Turn up your radio. Here's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
If you recall, when all the criticism, all the attacks against Andrew Cuomo were coming out, it was the Democratic leadership. It was the Democratic Party. Having been governor for as long as he was, I think he created a lot of, enemies, jealousy. People wanted his. Who knows? I don't pay that much attention because it's useless to pay attention to politics in New York. But at the end of the day, it's going to be if Joe is off the ticket, if there's an effort now to push him off the ticket, and if that's going to happen, that'll start happening very quickly, is my prediction. And we'll know by Thanksgiving into Christmas whether or not they're going to stick with Joe or they're looking to move on.
Check out the Sean Hannity radio show later today, right here.
All right, if you own a gun, you know how important it is to keep that gun safe and secure, but not all gun safes are created equal. Now, many are really too easy to break into. Others are, frankly, ugly, overpriced, hard to access. That's why I love my Rhino Metal Safe. You're going to love yours. They have a wide range of the best performing, best looking gun safes for every need, for every budget. And best of all, right now, Rhino Metals is having a huge promotion offering in-store rebates of up to $800 and free curbside delivery for online orders. Now, they are the best gun safes by far on the market. Now, both Linda and I love ours. You will love yours. And I'm telling you, they're fantastic safes. Folks, don't miss your chance for huge savings on the best way to protect your firearms and your valuables. And that's a Rhino's Metal Safe, back with the industry's best warranty and the best customer service. Just go to their website, rhinosafe.com, to find the dealer near you. That's Rhino, RHINOSAFE.com.
Hi, this is Jenny at the Danville Nutrition Center. Join us for our annual Customer Appreciation Days extravaganza, Friday, September 8th and Saturday, September 9th. We will have 20% off store-wide, food, samples, and free gift basket giveaways. At the Danville Nutrition Center, we value our customers and want to celebrate you. We are located at 802 South 4th Street in Danville. Danville Nutrition Center, big enough to serve, small enough to care. See ya September 8th and 9th.
Lawson's Tractor 2, your local Kubota equipment dealer, wants to help you deliver a job done right. That's why they want you to know that the new Kubota inventory is arriving daily. You have work to do. They have the reliability and durability and versatile lineup to help you do it all. Visit Lawson's Tractor 2 today for all your equipment needs. Lawson's Tractor 2, 4 miles south of Danville on Highway 127, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Lawson's Tractor 2.
Good morning to you folks. Thursday, September the 7th, 67 degrees in Danville. What a great day we have for us, forecast-wise, over the weekend and into next week as well, where we have the Day of Caring coming up from the heart of Kentucky United Way. We'll have that with Stephanie Blevins, who's on the air after our local news.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
A big-time expansion of internet will affect multiple area counties. We told you about this yesterday, where it was announced that a record $386 million will be invested to expand access to high-speed internet in 46 counties, including in Mercer County. Yesterday, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman talked about that announcement, where the largest investment of all the counties was announced to be in Mercer.
We're going to bring high-speed internet to 3,300 homes in the county. I mean, that is major. For anybody, but certainly in rural Kentucky, that's a huge deal.
And Coleman teased that they aren't done yet.
It was the first round of announcements, so let me say that we're not done yet. We've got lots more good stuff coming.
Other area counties that received funding to increase high-speed internet included Garrett, Lincoln, and Casey counties. Beware of road closures in downtown Danville. The Streetscape project is continuing to come together, and some lane and road closures will be necessary to complete the project. Today, 2nd and Main will be closed. Then September 8th through 11th, 4th and Main. Be aware that the schedule may change based on weather and ground conditions, and you're asked to use caution when traveling through that area. August was another busy month for the Danville Police Department. Danville PD said in August they had just over 1,400 events they responded to, the majority of those being either community service calls from citizens or traffic stops. Sports betting is now legal in Kentucky. Beginning today, people can wager in person at select sites in the state. And to officially start the new beginning for Kentucky, Governor Andy Beshear will join local leaders at Turfway Park and Newport Racing and Gaming for a ribbon-cutting ceremony and to place the first bet as sports wagering becomes available at 10 o'clock this morning. I'm Joe Mathis.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at Cowell Collision Center in Danville. They're on Lebanon Road. After a wreck, tell the tow truck driver, take your vehicle to the experts, Brent and Devin, at Cowell Collision Center, Lebanon Road in Danville. You get sunshine today. Mix of clouds in there a little bit with it as well, but a high today of 80, just a perfect day, and a low tonight of 62. Tomorrow, sunshine, a high of 79, and on Saturday, sunshine, a high of 78. Sunday, sunshine and 78. Right now, it's 9:11 in the morning, and we're talking with Heart of Kentucky United Way Executive Director Stephanie Blevins, who joins us via telephone this morning. Good morning, Stephanie. How are you?
Good morning.
Are you doing okay today, Stephanie?
I am. How about you?
I'm doing great. Appreciate you being on here this morning, and we're so excited about next week and the day of action that's coming up next week. Stephanie, tell us what this is, how long this has been going on, and what a great event you all do and help out community organizations, local people who just need help with service projects.
This has been going on long before I ever got here. They established this way back, and what an awesome day it is. We serve Boyle, Lincoln, Mercer, and Garrett counties, and we have projects in all 4 of those counties. We're helping nonprofits do things as simple as sitting down with seniors and maybe doing a craft or a project, all the way up to painting, repairing decks, repairing ramps, all kinds of things.
Now, I've called it Day of Action and Day of Caring. It is Day of Caring, right?
It is Day
of Caring.
And it's because we care.
Yeah, so this is coming up on Tuesday of next week, Tuesday, September the 12th. Stephanie, tell us. Go ahead.
It is not too late to sign
Okay.
up. We start at 8 o'clock in the morning, and depending on which county you're going to volunteer in, because it doesn't matter where you live, you can volunteer in any of the counties.
Okay.
You will start out at a breakfast, either downtown Mercer County, at Millennium Park for Boyle County, and at the old depot station down in Lincoln County for Lincoln and Garrett. And we have more volunteer spots available. So I'm encouraging anybody that can give up an afternoon. Starts at 8 o'clock with the breakfast. At 8:30, you go and work on your projects until 11:30, and then you're released to come back to Millennium Park, where the Cattlemen's and Farm Bureau will be cooking burgers and dogs for everyone.
What kind of projects, Stephanie, do you all have lined up for people to give them kind of a feel for what happens in the Day of Caring?
Absolutely. So let me go over the ones that really need volunteers right now, and that'll give you kind of an idea. So Haven Care is doing an annual banquet cleanup and then coming back to their location, and they still need 3 volunteers. We've got spots at the CASA in Garrett County if you want to take flyers around to the different locations. So if you're not able to do a lot of physical work, but you can kind of drive around and maybe display some flyers. The Central Kentucky Wildlife Refuge is in need of about 8 more people to help clean up trash. Be a nice nature walk for the morning as well. Waynesburg over in Lincoln County needs people to help doing planting and maybe making some pastries with the residents, which would be a ton of fun. And there's lots more. All you have to do is go to our website, www.hkuw, which stands for Heart of Kentucky United Way.org. Scroll down and you can see the link, and you just click that link and you can see all the different projects and who needs help.
Yeah, so I actually am on the link right now. So I went to the website, HKUW, and that is hkuw.org, and then you scroll down, and they have a link under Sign Up Genius. You click on the link, and it literally shows you, as Stephanie said, every single project that's a part of this Day of Caring and how many slots are filled. So if you know, like you may see like 10 out of 10 slots filled, so that means, hey, they've already got enough people to help out. Try out another project, and you can sign up. It shows you the people that have already signed up for the slot. It's really easy to navigate and figure this out.
Yeah, it's a great system, and we definitely need volunteers for the day, but more than anything, it's giving people in our communities an opportunity to give back and make their communities a better place to live and work.
Yeah, so again, some of these great projects they have, the bingo and bonging at Landmark of Danville, pastries and planting, which you talked about, the Shift the Masses at the Lincoln County Library, volunteers helping clean up Mercer Transformation. In Garrett County, you have volunteers helping wash the windows of the Garrett County Health Department. You have planting for seniors in Danville, helping out seniors clean out raised garden beds. So for those who like to get their hands dirty, there's a job for you. For those who want to just go out and hand out flyers and pamphlets, there's jobs for you. For those who like to clean or wash, there's jobs for everybody, isn't there?
A job for everyone.
Yeah, so again, hkuw.org. You said it starts at 8 o'clock in the morning with breakfast. How long does the project typically last, or how long do you have allotted for these projects before everybody reconvenes for lunch?
They have about 2.5 hours. So once we have breakfast, we leave breakfast at 8:30. Everyone drives to their location. So you get there around around 9 o'clock, say. And then you can work till 11:30 because we want you to come back to Millennium Park, where we'll have a very less than 5-minute program, but we want to feed you and get together and just celebrate our communities as a whole.
Now, for people who are working outside, maybe in garden areas or cleaning up brush, do they need to bring their own gloves and trash bags and all that?
It'll actually tell you when you sign up what they're asking you to bring or what might be helpful to bring. But I will say, speaking of dirty, if you get a little dirty, there is a prize for the dirtiest T-shirt. So whoever works the hardest and gets the nastiest and the dirtiest, we've got a prize for you.
Got a prize for you. It's the Heart of Kentucky United Way Day of Caring. Stephanie, this is a great event that you all do. Kind of backing up and looking at Heart of Kentucky United Way as a whole. What does the organization do? Maybe people have heard of Heart of Kentucky United Way. They know you do great things. They may even know where your office is. But what's the goal of Heart of Kentucky United Way? What do you all do? How do you help the community out?
Great question. So we serve these 4 counties, Boyle, Lincoln, Mercer, and Garrett counties. And the majority of what we do is fundraising throughout the year because we support about over 42 different programs in those 4 counties. Over the last 11 years, we have put back into our communities over $9 million. And these agencies could not exist without the support of our communities. 90% of our agencies do not get any state or federal funding, meaning that they truly rely on those people just like our donors who give to Heart of Kentucky United Way. But we also have 2 special focuses. One is early literacy, and the other is protecting our most vulnerable, which are seniors, and helping those that are in poverty be able to self-sustain. So we want to make our communities better in that way. We have an allocation process, and our United Way is a little different than most. We use volunteers to make the decisions on where all that funding that we raise, what programs that goes into, and even the amounts. And we're getting ready to start that process and would love to have anyone who would like to volunteer for that process, give us a call at the office, and we'll get you plugged in.
The best way for people to help out the Heart of Kentucky United Way, maybe they have time to volunteer, maybe they don't, maybe their schedules are busy, but they would love to help you all out. Is there a way people can donate, or what's the best way? Maybe someone just wants to again, step in and help out.
That'd be awesome. We rely on the donations so that we can make these projects and these programs happen. And you can visit our website. There's a donate button at the bottom. Just click that donate. You can even put it on your credit card so you don't even realize that it's gone, but it makes a huge impact in our communities. And we have success stories as well that we will be sharing not only at the Day of Caring, but we share throughout the year. So if you want to be on our mailing list, send us your email. We'll be glad to plug you in. And like I said, you can even see the annual report and see how many lives that these dollars have actually touched. One thing that we love to really tell everyone is that 99 cents out of every dollar that's donated stays in our communities.
Wow.
So only 1 penny goes to United Way worldwide, and that helps with national and international hurricanes, tornadoes, those events that happen. So not only are you making your community a better place, but you're actually having an impact in the world with your penny, which doesn't sound like a lot, but you put those pennies together, and we can make real change.
Hey, next month you got another event coming up. What is Laugh United?
Ooh, we do. We are super excited about that, too. Laugh United, we do this at Pioneer Playhouse. It is on October the 20th. We have general admission seats that are $40, or you can buy a table for 6, which is our VIP experience for $1,000. And that comes with a 5-course meal, special gifts. There's extra music and entertainment. But if you just want to come and hear the 3 comedians, we have Joe Deuce plus 2 more coming back this year, and that's an awesome event.
Yeah, Joe Deuce has been on the stage of Pioneer Playhouse maybe a couple years ago, and he's a funny guy. I've actually seen some of his stand-ups before. He's a really funny guy. So if you're into the stand-up comedy, you like to laugh, Friday, October the 20th is the date for that, the Laugh United there at Pioneer Playhouse. But again, the most pressing event coming up soonest, it's Tuesday of next week. It's the Day of Caring, and there are still plenty of slots available. If you would like to maybe take off a half day, again, get your hands dirty, do something to help the community out in Boyle, Mercer, Garrett, and Lincoln, HKUW.org is the website, and you scroll down and click on the link under Sign Up Genius, and you can sign up for a slot and then essentially show up at 8 o'clock in the morning at wherever the gathering place is in your specific county. Again, in Mercer County, I've gone blank. Where is it in Mercer County again?
Downtown.
Downtown in Mercer County. In Danville, it is where? In Boyle County, I mean?
Millennium Park.
Millennium Park. And in Garrett and Lincoln County, it's where?
The Old Depot.
The Old Depot. There you go. We love it. Stephanie, appreciate the great work that you do. And again, the website, hkuw.org. We look forward to talking to you in the future, and good luck on Tuesday. We know it's going to be a great day, Stephanie.
Thank you, Joe, and thank
Yes,
you, WHR, for always getting the word out. You all are awesome.
Yes, ma'am. Appreciate that, Stephanie. Talk to you later. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Stephanie Blevins, Heart of Kentucky United Way. It is 9:21 in the morning. And, hey, if you're looking for free lunch in the office, the Lee's Famous Recipe and Hometown Radio Network Lunch in the Office promotion is back. Send us an email or a letter why you and 19 of your closest workmates deserve free chicken. We, every Thursday for the next couple of months, are going to be giving out 20 chicken dinners. 2 pieces of chicken. You got to watch how you say that. You can't say 22-piece chicken because then it sounds like we're going to have 22 of them. 20 chicken dinners. They have 2 pieces, mashed potatoes and gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, and sweet and unsweet tea as well. Come with these. So it's literally exactly what we say. It's lunch in the office. We deliver these chicken dinners to you. This is a promo courtesy of Lee's Famous Recipe in the Hometown Radio Network, and it starts today. We're giving out our first winner today. So if you want a chance to win, email us, radio@hometownlive.net. That's radio@hometownlive.net, or mail it to us, 2063 Shakertown Road here in Danville, though I would assume email is probably the easiest way. Radio@hometownlive.net. We'll let Radio Rick and myself tell us more about it right here.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah, Radio Rick.
Guess what? It's time for Lee's Famous Recipe lunch in the office again. Get up to 20 2-piece chicken dinners and tea. That's over $160 value. Absolutely free.
How does someone get these 20 2-piece chicken dinners, Rick?
They email us at radio@hometownlive.net or mail it 2063 Shakertown Road, Danville 40422. Why they deserve free lunch in the office. We'll draw the winner on Wednesday. We deliver on Thursday.
Would you like to receive a free gift? Refer a friend or family member to Farmers National Bank and receive your free gift. It's simple. Visit the bank's website at fnbky.com. And when your friend opens a Farmers National Bank checking account, you receive a free gift. Stop by a Farmers National Bank office in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Liberty, Middleburg, Perryville, and Stanford. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
90s alt-rock sensation Toad the Wet Sprocket brings their All You Want tour to the Norton Center on Saturday, September 16th.
We spotted the ocean
with special guests, the Verve Pipe. Tickets on sale now at nortoncenter.com.
Be prepared for what Mother Nature brings. Keep up to date with weather forecasts here every hour on WHIR.
The night race. It's as American as Uncle Sam deadlifting 350 while drinking a Busch Light outside his camper in a national park. It's as American as Dale Earnhardt rattling Terry's cage. It's the Bass Pro Shops night race at Bristol Motor Speedway, and it's a cutoff race in the NASCAR playoffs. Be there Saturday, September 16th. Get a weekend package today at bristolmotorspeedway.com and see Dale Jr. race on Friday night in the Food City 300. It's not just a race.
It's Bristol, baby!
Almost every small Kentucky town has a go-to restaurant. In Central Kentucky, it's the Bread of Life Cafe in Liberty. If you like a good buffet, you'll love the huge down-home cooking featuring 3 fully stocked buffet tables, or you can order off their extensive menu. You'll find something delicious for every person in the family at the Bread of Life Cafe. Visit the gift and sweet shop at the Bread of Life Cafe, 5 miles south of Liberty on Highway 127. Open till 8, Monday through Thursday, 9 Friday and Saturday. Feed your tummy and your soul with a stop at the Bread of Life Cafe and Buffet, 5 miles south of Liberty.
Going out of town or anywhere in the world? Stay in touch with WHIR on the internet at hometownlive.net. Powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TAXI for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TAXI for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TAXI.
Authentic Mexican grocery store, cakes, fresh produce, piñatas, boots, belts, and more. La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. Family owned and operated, offering the best Mexican products created. La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. And to make your tummy smile, Taco Yumas, their on-site food truck that's also available for catering and events. So where do you go for authentic Mexican product? La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. In Danville on Houstonville Road.
The Hometown Radio Network sports broadcast schedule brought to you by Monticello Bank. High school football on Friday night. A couple of area teams do battle as Mercer County is at Danville. The Mercer County broadcast at 99.5 FM WHBN. The Danville broadcast on 103.9 FM WHIR. Scott County's at Boyle County. 7:30 kickoff on that one on Z105 WRNZ FM. And Garrett County is at the Briar Patch taking on the Somerset Briar Jumpers. 7:30 kickoff on HometownLive.net and delayed on Z105. And all games streamed live at HometownLive.net.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
All right, Thursday, September the 7th. 67 degrees, sunny skies. Gary Fogle has Kentucky Sports Memories. We'll let Gary Fogle take it away here. Coming up in the next half hour, Billy Rankin from Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill ends the show. We'll see what's going on in the month of September there at Shaker Village. Always a lot of great fall activities there, so look forward to talking to Billy. That'll be at about 9:35 this morning. Gary Fogle leads us into our bottom hour news. Here he is.
Hello, I'm Gary Fogle. Welcome to Kentucky Sports Memories, and today we'll talk about Reggie Warford after his UK basketball career and his humbleness.
At Watson's, we've been delivering all the family fun and relaxation to our local community for over 50 years. Our mission is to provide high-quality home recreational products and home furnishings to our customers that bring families and friends together for a break from the daily stresses of life. Shop the largest local selection of in-stock products for your home, inside and out, and get the guaranteed lowest price in the USA. Only at Watson's. We have all the fun.
Reggie Warford graduated from Drakesboro High School in Muhlenberg County back in 1972. Went from there to play basketball at the University of Kentucky. He was the first African American to ever play basketball at UK to also graduate from UK. He also was one of 5 players to make up the group that was the first time 5 black players were on the court at the same time in UK basketball history. That happened in the 74-75 season. So he was a trendsetter in a lot of ways, and UK knew that when they recruited him. They knew that's what he was going to have to be. Unfortunately, Reggie passed away in May of 2022, a little more than a year ago. But I talked to his widow, Marissa, whom he had been married to for 32 years, and I asked her about Reggie.
He was a trailblazer for the African American basketball player at UK. Did he ever talk about that?
You know what's interesting? For the longest time, he did not. He never talked about any of his accomplishments before I met him or anything that he did that might have been special. He didn't even do that with the kids until they were, probably young teenagers. They didn't know. He didn't display any awards. He didn't talk about what he did. He just had a quiet confidence about himself, and not until we really started talking about his history and the kids were really starting to get into basketball and wanting to understand more about the sport and about him, that's when he really started talking about the things he did.
Well, you certainly get a sense from hearing Marissa talk about him, as well as Ricky Harris, his high school teammate, whom we heard from earlier this week. They both talked about how humble Reggie was, and that's what UK was looking for, at least one of the traits they were looking for when they signed him. They wanted somebody who would be a hard worker, humble, go to class, do all the right things, and that's what Reggie did. Tomorrow, we'll take a look at one of the difficulties he experienced during his college basketball career. Gary Fogle, Kentucky Sports Memories.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The Commonwealth enters the world of legalized sports betting this morning at 10 a.m. Haley Hansen has more.
Governor WHIR will place the first ceremonial sports wager at Churchill Downs. The wagering catalog of approved sporting events includes most professional and college sports, as well as bowling, boxing, cornhole, darts, and Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest. The types of wagers include single game bets, parlays, over-under bets, and proposition bets. Sports betting is projected to increase the state's revenue by $23 million a year.
Meanwhile, the executive director of the Kentucky Council on Problem Gambling says he expects the start of legalized sports betting in the Commonwealth will also mean many more instances of those suffering from a gambling addiction.
Our recovering gamblers tell me the number one piece to look for is what the gamblers call chasing your losses, continuing to bet more and more, thinking that your next bet is going to win, and what ends up happening is you just keep deeper and deeper in debt.
Mike Stone says those with a gambling addiction can call 1-800-GAMBLER to be connected with a trained counselor. U.S. Senator Mitch McConnell of Kentucky meeting with reporters in Washington, D.C. yesterday, saying he's finishing his term.
What do you say to those who are... I'm going to finish my term as leader, and I'm going to finish my Senate term.
Those stubborn comments from the Senate Minority Leader answering the various calls for him to resign from the Senate. Those calls coming after two recent medical incidents where the 81-year-old McConnell froze up while taking questions from the media. The Capitol attending physician cleared McConnell to continue his schedule, saying occasional lightheadedness isn't unusual following a concussion. I'm Sean McCormick.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know. Generations of serving our community, immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Helpful people, free local delivery, mobile app refills right to your door. Visit SuttonRx.com. Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
In Lancaster on Maple Avenue.
Hi, this is Karen, and at ADA Heating and Air, we offer free estimates on replacements. We install American Standard heating and air conditioning equipment. Our employees do not work on commission, so you don't pay for unnecessary repairs. We offer the best pricing around. On average, we can save you 15%. We offer same or next day service. Financing is available on our website at adaheatingandair.com. Call ADA today for all your HVAC needs at 859-519-6382. ADA is on the way.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
A big-time expansion of internet will affect multiple area counties. We told you about this yesterday, where it was announced that a record $386 million will be invested to expand access to high-speed internet in 46 counties, including in Mercer County. Yesterday, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman talked about that announcement, where the largest investment of all the counties was announced to be in Mercer.
We're going to bring high-speed internet to 3,300 homes in the county. I mean, that is major. For anybody, but certainly in rural Kentucky, that's a huge deal.
And Coleman teased that they aren't done yet.
It was the first round of announcements, so let me say that we're not done yet. We've got lots more good stuff coming.
Other area counties that received funding to increase high-speed internet included Garrett, Lincoln, and Casey counties. Beware of road closures in downtown Danville. The Streetscape project is continuing to come together, and some lane and road closures will be necessary to complete the project. Today, 2nd and Main will be closed. Then September 8th through 11th, 4th and Main. Be aware that the schedule may change based on weather and ground conditions, and you're asked to use caution when traveling through that area. August was another busy month for the Danville Police Department. Danville PD said in August they had just over 1,400 events they responded to, the majority of those being either community service calls from citizens or traffic stops. Sports betting is now legal in Kentucky. Beginning today, people can wager in person at select sites in the state. And to officially start the new beginning for Kentucky, Governor Andy Beshear will join local leaders at Turfway Park and Newport Racing and Gaming for a ribbon-cutting ceremony and to place the first bet as sports wagering becomes available at 10 o'clock this morning. I'm Joe Mathis.
When it comes to taking your medication, are you really following your doctor's directions? Your friends at the Medicine Shop Pharmacy at 900 Houstonville Road understand the difficulty of following a medication program, especially if you are taking multiple medications, maintaining a busy schedule, experiencing side effects, or feeling better. But your Medicine Shop pharmacist also understands the importance of taking your medication properly, regardless if you are maintaining an ongoing treatment program or if you're just taking a one-time prescription. It is vital that you take your medication as prescribed so that you receive the fullest benefits. The Medicine Shop offers free weekly medication packaging. We customize your medication therapy and deliver your weekly package, all with no additional charge to you. Let us simplify your therapy and maximize your treatment plan. Visit the Medicine Shop Pharmacy at 900 Houstonville Road or call 238-0002 for more information about the importance of medication compliance. It's just another healthy reminder from the pharmacy that's all about your health.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TAXI for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TAXI for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TAXI.
I'm so happy, headed to Pappy's for some down home eating. Pie feasting, ice cream treating, and I haven't even got to lunch yet. It feels like Mama's kitchen.
It's Pappy's.
In Perryville.
Nope, Perryville.
Well, excuse me. Check out their take and bake section. Such a delight. Worth the ride to Perryville.
Nope, Perryville.
Okay. On Merchants Row, Pappy's Cafe and Sweet Shop. Like them on Facebook for the special of the day. In Perryville.
It's Pappy's. Named after our daddy.
90s alt-rock sensation Toad the Wet Sprocket brings their All You Want tour to the Norton Center on Saturday, September 16th.
We spotted the ocean.
With special guests, the Verve Pipe. Tickets on sale now at nortoncenter.com.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
It's brought to you by Coel Collision Center in Danville on Lebanon Road. After a wreck, tell the tow truck driver take your vehicle to the experts, Brent and Devin, at Coel Collision Center, where they'll make it right. You get sunshine, a high today of 80, a low tonight 62, sunshine tomorrow 79 and 60, Saturday sunshine and 78, Sunday sunshine and 78. Great weekend to visit Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill. And speaking of, we have Billy Rankin on here from Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill. Good morning, Billy. How are you?
Good, Joe. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, Billy. Appreciate you being on here this morning. We talk with Billy every first Thursday of the month, and it just so happens that the first Thursday is today, September the 7th. So we already had the first weekend in September that passed through at Shaker Village, Billy, but still lots of great things to look forward to. And it starts off this weekend tomorrow, Billy, and you have it every Friday and Saturday, the hay wagon rides at Shaker Village. That's a good fall activity. What are the hay wagon rides that go on there?
Oh, you can tell the fall is here when the hay wagon rides start, Joe, and it's a great loop around the historic center here at Shaker Village. We cover a lot of ground, and sometimes folks aren't able to see everything we have to offer here at Kentucky's largest national historic landmark. The hay wagon ride's a great way to spend the evening, whether it's before or after your dinner, or if you're going to enjoy music on the lawn, hop on the wagon and take about a 45-minute journey around the village center.
Yeah, so you have that Fridays and Saturdays. You also have spirit strolls Fridays and Saturdays throughout September at Shaker Village. What's this?
Yeah, spooky season is getting upon us, Joe, and the Spirit Stroll is a lantern-lit walk as the sun is setting out to the 1811 Shaker Cemetery. And along the way, we share some of the darker stories, tales of the macabre from here at the village. Ooh. Now, not ghost stories, but some of the actual occurrences that have happened here at the village in its 200 years.
Is that something, Billy, that kids are allowed to go on, or is that, I mean, how scary does it get?
Recommended for ages 12 and up. Okay. It's going to creep you out a little bit, and then you can come enjoy some nice comfort food in the Trustees Table restaurant.
There you go. You all have long had these different yoga series that you had. You had goat yoga, I think, last time we talked. Now you have sunset yoga tomorrow at Shaker Village. Sunset yoga. This seems relaxing.
We do. Just a few spots left, and we're actually going to be closing registration within 2 hours. So last chance to get into sunset yoga, which will take place over in a wildflower patch that we have in the western part of the village where you can watch the sunset over the nature preserve. It's very relaxing, and I believe they've got planned to have a little bit of tea at the end of the experience.
There you go. Got to finish it off with a nice hot glass of relaxing tea. Good way to end sunset yoga. On Saturday, September the 9th, so 2 days from today, the second Saturday of the month at Shaker Village is always the Family Fun Days. What does this entail?
Well, this Family Fun Day with experiences and activities for kids of all ages is going to be focused on music. And this Saturday is also the Community Sing here at Pleasant Hill. So we have the 1820 Meeting House. The family activities will be based around the music of the Shakers. They wrote over 20,000 hymns that they would sing, hymns about work, hymns about prayer, hymns that were telling stories about their history and their journeys. And we are going to celebrate their hymns in the Family Fun Day and also in the Community Sing, where we will have a couple hundred people gathered together inside the 1820 Meeting House to sing and let their echoes of their voices bounce off the walls in the building the way the Shakers designed it to do.
Yeah, so did the Shakers, they were a no-instrument type group?
They were, during their Sunday services, no instruments, just their voices, and beautiful songs. We'll sing a couple non-Shaker songs as well to make sure that everyone can fully get behind it with that lung power.
That same Saturday, September 9th, again, you have the Spirit Strolls, you have the hay wagon rides, but you also have Saturday evening, after sunset, astronomy in the field. Billy, with a clear sky at Shaker Village, it doesn't get much better than this.
I hope so. We have a monthly standing commitment from the Bluegrass Amateur Astronomy Club in the beautiful amphitheater right behind the west part of the village with a view of the starry skies. They come and set up all of their telescopes, and this is a free event for the public. Come out and learn a little bit about the night sky.
And then that Sunday, September the 10th, we know September is a big month at Shaker Village because of the fall season, but also the Kentucky Heritage Jazz Festival. And that's the following weekend. But on Sunday, September 10th, you're kind of getting people warmed up with jazz on the lawn. So the Jazz Festival is the next weekend, but getting their feet wet with jazz this upcoming Sunday.
Yeah, wetting their whistle just a little bit. On Sunday from 4 to 6, we have Blue Groove Jazz Band coming out with Sam Carr leading that band. He actually is the chair of the Jazz Committee and puts on the whole event, so it's nice for him to come out and help kick it off with that first little taste of jazz on September 10th.
On Monday, September the 11th, the first of 3 straight quiet Mondays that you all will have at Shaker Village. We have talked about this in months past when we have you on, Billy, but again, remind us how important is quiet Mondays where things just kind of dial back at Shaker Village a little bit.
It does. It's a nice meditative time without all the groups, without all the field trips. Monday's a great chance to come out and recognize the peacefulness and the serenity of the natural and cultural landscape here at Pleasant Hill. So you can still hike the trail, still eat in the restaurant, still stay in the inn, but we don't have all the large groups and events happening on those days.
Yeah, the next weekend, 15th, 16th, and 17th. And starts off on Saturday the 16th with a Stewardship Saturday. You are going to be so busy on Saturday the 16th, but let's start off with Stewardship Saturday, Billy.
Yeah, we have quite a lot going on that day on the calendar. And the Stewardship Saturday, luckily with 3,000 acres, we can spread out these activities, and that's going to be taking place out in the nature preserve, working on the trail systems, helping to care for our 33 miles of multi-use trails.
And we mentioned you got sunset yoga this Friday. The following Saturday, September 16th, it's back with the goats. Goat yoga. Now, you all did this. You all did this in August, right? How did it go the last time you did it? Apparently, well enough to do it again. Tickets are still available for this as well. So if you want to do yoga with goats, you can do that. Sign up, get your tickets now.
Well, we posted 3 goat yogas. All of them sold out immediately. And this one, we just reopened 2 tickets because someone's unable to attend.
Okay.
So about another couple days left of these 2 tickets being there. Unless somebody snatches them up. And I tell you, it's so funny to watch this. Over in the garden, everyone gets in the little pen area, and they set out their yoga mats, and the goats are just climbing all over them. It's the cutest thing.
Yeah, so you got 2 tickets available now. Hopefully we can get these things scooped up before the end of this interview. There are 2 tickets that are back open for goat yoga. ShakerVillageKY.org. Get your tickets right now because those things are it's going to sell out. I mean, as soon as someone finds out there are 2 tickets available. So you are finding out now. First one in are the first one to get the tickets, and you do have to pre-register for those. ShakerVillageKY.org. Of course, that Saturday and the Sunday following, the 16th and 17th, Billy, it is the Kentucky Heritage Jazz Festival. It is I'm not sure how many jazz festivals there are in Kentucky. I would assume this is the best of the best. I mean, we've had Adrian Crutchfield, Prince's band leader, who continues to want to come back to this. Billy, tell us about the Kentucky Heritage Jazz Festival.
Well, this is the top-notch jazz festival in the state of Kentucky, and just such a wonderful event to have here at Shaker Village. We've been proud to host the Jazz Festival that's put on by the Mercer Chamber of Commerce for several years now. We have the event happening here on September 16th, that Saturday, and the 17th on the Sunday. On September 16th, bands start playing. I believe our first band that day is called Schnitzel Blitz, and they're going to start at noon. And we have the last band closing out the night playing all the way until 10 o'clock on Saturday. That'll be Big Sug and the Jazz Funkers playing that evening. So from 12 to 10 o'clock on Saturday. And then we'll be playing from 12 to 6 on Sunday with David Hall kicking that off. And then the Morehead State University Jazz Band closing the show on Sunday. Lots of great performers. Bring out your lawn chair. The Shaker Village Bar will be open. Plenty of food trucks available. And all of our typical exhibits, hiking trails, guided tours, all of those activities are going to be happening. And it's free admission, sponsored by Family Wealth Group. You get access to all those things I just listed, totally free of charge.
Yeah, that's going to be my next question. Does it cost to get in? But it's our favorite four-letter word on radio. We can't say many four-letter words, Billy. We can say that one, free. Where's the stage going to be set up in regard to where you come in at Shaker Village? Is it going to be easy to find?
Very easy to find. You know, it'd be like the Pied Piper as well. You can follow the music that weekend. But as you come in, our admission tents are just off the main parking lot. And as soon as you're at the admission tent, you look straight ahead, and the stage and seating area is all going to be on the left on what we call our West Family Lawn. Food trucks, restrooms, all the amenities are going to be over there fairly nearby, so you don't have to walk too far. But you've got the entire 3,000 acres to explore with your free admission.
Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill, the Kentucky Heritage Jazz Festival, Saturday the 16th, Sunday the 17th. And it's at Shaker Village with one of the many, many great activities and events they have going on all month long in September. Billy Rankin joins us this morning here in the show. We'll step aside, we'll come back, and we'll finish up the month of September with the weekend of the 22nd through 24th and the 29th and 30th and October the 1st as well with Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill right here on The Joe Show. It's 9:47 in the morning.
They done did it again. Gave a great deal and made a new friend. Where's this, you say? Withers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Lawrenceburg is the way. With first-class service and a spin of the wheel. For some extra gifts after your new car deal, check out the inventory at ChryslerofLawrenceburg.com. And head on down to US 127 to the new Withers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Lawrenceburg. Today is your deal of the day, and Withers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Lawrenceburg is the way.
At Old Charlie's, that's where you'll find me. That southern flavor got me saying, hey, y'all.
Try Old Charlie's new smash hit burgers with 2 delicious meaty patties covered with cheese with big beefy flavor. Old Charlie's, oh, that's good.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TAXI for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TAXI for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TAXI.
When two flavors collide, the result is something magnificent. Co-starring chocolate alongside peanut butter. The Peanut Butter Crunch McFlurry. Vanilla soft serve with crispy cereal mix and chocolatey peanut butter cookie pieces. Critics are giving this 5 stars.
I'm a critic, and I give this 5 stars.
See? Told you. And I'm using a movie trailer voice, so you know it tastes good. The Peanut Butter Crunch McFlurry. Rated T for tasty at McDonald's of Danville and Harrodsburg.
Farmers National Bank invites you to flash your school spirit by offering you debit cards created especially for your school, including Boyle County High School, Bergen Independent School, Center College, Danville High School, Danville Christian Academy, Garrett County High School, Kentucky School for the Deaf, Lincoln County High School, and Mercer County High School. Flash your school spirit with Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. Certain restrictions may apply. See your Farmers National Bank representative for complete details. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Danville Physical Therapy is now orthopedic and sports physical therapy. The new owner and director, Samantha Ashford, will help you if you are having problems with your back, your neck, headaches, industrial work injuries, sports injuries. You need rehab, individual rehab, and skilled hands-on care. Then come to orthopedic and sports physical therapy. Suffer from repetitive strain disorder? Need post-operative rehab of the extremities and the spine? Arthritis? Oh, it hurts. Head to orthopedic and sports physical therapy in Danville, 474 Whirlaway Drive.
This Saturday, Coach Stoops and the Cats battle an in-state opponent from just down the road. Let's go! EKU Colonels and your Kentucky Wildcats.
The pregame show starts this Saturday at 1 o'clock with kickoff at 3.
It's all right here on your home for the Cats and the hits is WRNZ FM Z105.
Talk Kentucky Sports, weekday mornings at 10 with Matt Jones and Kentucky Sports Radio, right here on AM 1230 WHIR.
68 degrees Thursday, September the 7th, a Shaker Village Thursday for us here on the Joe Show. And we have the final 2 weekends in September to talk about with Billy Rankin. And Billy, looking at Friday, September the 22nd, we have the grand opening and exhibit at Shaker Village. You all always do a great job of these exhibits and highlighting different facets of Shaker Village. This called The Believers, an exhibit called The Believers. What is this exhibit about, Billy?
Joe, we've been working on this particular exhibit for a couple years now. And as I stand in my office and look out the window, I can see the crane loading in the components of this exhibit into the second floor of the 1820 Meeting House. We're building this out to tell the story of Shaker theology, their beliefs, how they worshiped, and how their meeting houses were designed to allow them to worship in these spaces. This is going to be a permanent exhibition. We're kicking off the grand opening on Friday evening on the 22nd. It is free admission. You just need to RSVP at shakervillageky.org on our event calendar. We're going to have appetizers and drinks available and do some guided tours as a first look of this new exhibit.
Awesome. So that is, again, Friday, September the 22nd, the same day where you have another sunset yoga amongst the blooms. Yoga fans, you got a lot to do this September at Shaker Village.
Yeah, we're really leaning on that beautiful peacefulness of the village and the cooler weather that comes, and the yoga is such a popular activity here. We host yoga retreats throughout the year for these private events, so we decided to open some up to the public, and this will be another opportunity to enjoy it.
I tell you what, September, is it your busiest month of the year, September? I mean, you go from the Jazz Festival one weekend, which is just massive, to one of the biggest fall events you won't do the next weekend with Harvest Fest, Billy.
Back to back. You know, as they say, you got to make hay when the sun shines.
go.
September and October are such beautiful months here at Shaker Village. And the Shakers here at Pleasant Hill, we're an agricultural community. We've got to celebrate the harvest. And so we have all the great harvest activities of processing sorghum, which the Shakers were innovators of and introduced that to Kentucky. We're going to be processing apple cider. We're going to be working to make hemp rope. There's going to be demonstrators all up and down the turnpike doing heritage demonstrations and crafts, and we're going to have a lot of other great games and activities. We partner with the Mercer County Extension Office to come out and set up booths for the kids and games for children. We have hay caterpillars and hay pyramids and bounce houses. We have axe throwing and archery, stand-up paddling on the pond, pony rides, hay wagon rides. You name it, we've got it. It's our biggest harvest festival, our biggest farm festival of the year. And this year, we're sponsored by Lexington Clinic and Mercer County Tourism, and we fully expect it to be the busiest and biggest Harvest Fest that Shaker Village has ever done.
Yeah, now there is a cost to this to get in. For ages 13 to 61, there's a cost, and then from 6 to 12, there's a cost as well. But 5 and under get in free, and seniors ages 62 and older, first responders, and active and veteran military get a discounted price as well. So they're doing the best they can at Shaker Village, make this as affordable as possible, and give you a chance to come in, have a great day. This is an all-day, pay-one-price type thing. You're there all day, and then bring some extra dollars as well, because you're going to have a lot of outdoor food trucks available.
A lot of food, the Shaker Village bar, trying to make sure no one has any reason to leave. Plenty of places to sit and enjoy, hang out, live music. We've got everything you need here. And if you're an annual pass holder, This, like most of our events, you get in for free. So definitely check out our annual passes at ShakerVillageKY.org.
That same night, Billy, I mean, you could literally spend from 10 o'clock in the morning, Saturday, September 23rd, through 9 o'clock at night. You could be there for like 12 hours. From Harvest Fest to the Fall Equinox Night Hike, there are still tickets available, which is amazing because these night hikes sell out like hotcakes. You can get tickets available for this right now, the night hike, the Fall Equinox Night Hike at Shaker Village on Saturday, September 23rd.
These will be gone within the next week, Joe, so if you want to get in, learn a little bit about the night sky, learn about what the equinox is. Of course, from the Latin, it's the equal time of the day and the night that we have, and we're celebrating that real turn into fall with that weekend. So great time for the Harvest Fest, great time to learn a little bit about astronomy while you're here at Shaker Village.
But next weekend is the last weekend of September, actually goes into October, the 29th, 30th, and October the 1st. You have Sunset Yoga again on that Friday night. Saturday, the watercolor painting workshop. You got a lot of demonstrations and workshops on the last Saturday of this month, Saturday, September 30th. Tell us about this watercolor painting for beginners. And I just clicked on it and see it's sold out, Billy. So again,
no, I was going to say,
yeah, you hear something. If there's tickets
Just
available, you got to make sure you get the tickets as quickly as you can. But tell us what the participants of this are going to be getting.
Yeah, this is actually the third in a series of watercolor painting workshops that we've partnered with the famed watercolorist Charlie Jolly, who's been painting for 40 years, does incredible work, and loves Shaker Village and is inspired by our property. And he's going to be coming out and leading a course on that. Each of the courses that he's done have had a particular theme, and this one is Techniques for Texture. These have been so popular, I know we're going to be partnering with Charlie again and lining up more watercolor painting in 2024. So watch your calendars. We'll have more opportunities for that.
Yeah, and that's people get their money's worth. That's a 6-hour workshop, the watercolor workshop is.
That is. You're going to do a couple different paintings after learning techniques and demonstrations, and a couple samples that you do as well.
And same Saturday, maybe you didn't get into the watercolor workshop. You want to do something arts and crafts. I mean, they got the stained glass demonstration Saturday, September 30th.
Yeah, Tracy Dorn Carmichael does beautiful work. She'll be set up just outside of the Welcome Center here at Shaker Village. Come over and see her at her craft and learn a little bit about how she makes all the beautiful stained glass that she does.
Yeah, that's Saturday, September the 30th. And then the final activity that Saturday, you have the Monarch Butterfly Tagging. What goes on with this? There are tickets still available for this event. I understand it's tagging monarch butterflies, but what exactly goes into this, Billy?
Well, we actually pre-capture a few monarchs. We go out with the nets and capture a few so that we can show them to everyone and look at them and see the appropriate way of tagging. And then we head out with some nets into some popular areas. You know, we have about 1,000 acres of what is a monarch way station here with our preserve. And so the tagging process isn't just for our data, but it's for national data that is collected on the migratory patterns of the monarchs. And we are able to tag monarchs here, and on some occasions, monarchs that have been tagged at Pleasant Hill have actually been discovered in Mexico toward the end of their journey, and we have pictures of them in Mexico sent back to us to know that that same monarch has traveled all that way.
There you go. Billy Rankin, Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill, ShakerVillageKY.org is the website. Billy, you mentioned the third weekend of the month, Harvest Fest. One of your big sponsors, one of your big partners is Harrodsburg Mercer County Tourist Commission, and we got someone who wants to say hi to you. Go ahead.
Hey, Billy, I just got in the studio for the next segment, so
hey, Derek.
How are you, sir?
There you go.
Good. Hey, thanks for sponsoring our event.
Hey, thanks for all y'all.
Great.
Thanks for all y'all do at Shaker Village.
There you go, Phil and the Harrodsburg and Mercer County love. By the way, Billy, Derek loves Harrodsburg and Mercer County so much. He is part of our high school fantasy football league. He is Team Harrodsburg Mercer County Tourist Commission, and guess what? He won last week. He's 1-0, so Harrodsburg stays winning. Mercer County stays winning.
Well, it's early in the season. We'll see how Derek goes.
That's typically the way it goes for Derek, but he has started at least 1-0. Billy, appreciate you being on. ShakerVillageKY.org. We'll talk to you later, okay?
Sounds good. Thanks, Joe.
Yep, see you, Billy.
Derek.
Bye. Billy Rankin, Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill. There's that sad music again. I'm back with you tomorrow morning, dark and early, on Danville's one-stop shop for local news, local events, and local voices. The Joe Show on AM 1230 and 103.9 FM WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. Kentucky Sports Radio is coming up next. It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230.